Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle Vancouver by Night Delve into Darkness. As a warning, this is a mature game, and it explores some dark and troubling themes. Sorry, I'm just readjusting stuff here. Uh, these may include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, and many others. Our players have discussed consent and boundaries, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. The players will always let me know if anything gets uncomfortable by using yellow and red cards in our private chat. If you as a viewer ever feel uncomfortable or triggered, please pause and step away. Our streams are available on YouTube after the game, so you can always come back to an episode if you feel ready. Now, let's do some housekeeping. I would like to thank our sponsor, Mikhail Artoria of Artoria Designs, who has these wonderful dice boxes that you can see on screen. If you want to grab one of those, please visit him on Instagram. I will put the link in the chat. I think Mikhail said we're at about 97-ish% for the amount of times that he was in the chat. So there's that. Second up for our stuff is Martlet Games. And Martlet Games is a collective of tabletop veterans dedicated to producing quality content from multimedia like here on Twitch to one-shots, modules, and full-fledged game lines. They're also available for commission work or consultations to help you make the next of your tabletop projects see completion. Investing in the World of Darkness fan community is just one approach. Martlet Games is to walking the threads betwixt the worlds and sampling the heady chaos found in those paths. So apparently they've gone full Dark Umbra on this particular instance. Yeah, it's and so returning the favor on their Patreon or spreading the word of the flock far and wide secures your place among the records of history. And I keep sliding out of frame, so I'm going in the wrong direction. Let's move over here. Okay, cool. Next up, Dogmite Games. Dogmite Games is the best gaming company you've never heard of. They combine craftsmanship with artistry to create truly unique pieces of functional art for your game. From dice boxes and rolling trays to fully sculpted Valhalla screens for GMs. Each piece is crafted on site in their workshop in Michigan by a devoted team of craftsmen. And a lot of our players have their player pads now. Mine are full of level up dice, and I was holding it upside down. So there's that. Yay. And now I would like to introduce our vampires. Starting with our special guest, Joe.
Greetings, everybody. I'm Joe, better known as DJ Toreador. Nola Fanger on Twitter. I'm playing Vincent, Bruja.
And next up, we'll continue that order. Let's go with Cliff. Cliff is right beside Joe.
Oh, good morning, Joe, whichever side you're on. I'm Cliff. I'll be playing Duran Giovanni, your, what is he this week? Less confused and only plotting-ish a little bit, Giovanni.
And after that is Sara.
Hi, my name's Sara. I'll be playing Jude Duncan, she, her, for the both of us. Your Brawlin Tremere, and I feel like the Bruja and I are going to vibe. Like I'm ready for this.
Next up, let's go up to the top row, and that would be Mike.
Hey, Mike. He, him playing Mordecai. He, him. And I am excited to meet some Anarchs as well.
I
bet you are.
Next is Prince.
Hey everybody, I'm Prince, aka Doubles of Dice Around the Interwebs. I am playing Jalil Ja Kato, your friendly neighborhood Banu Hakim assassin and blade crafter. Both of us are using he, him, and we're probably not going to kill our Anarch friend tonight. Probably.
Probably not.
Still eat them, right?
I mean, they can donate.
And last but certainly not least, in this particular order, is Joanna.
Hello, my name is Joanna, and she, her, and I will be playing Abigail, your Tecu Tremere, also she, her. And I would like to give you a public service announcement that anarchs are, in fact, friends and not food.
Are they, though?
Who wrote these rules? Who wrote these rules?
Yeah. That's not my public.
Listen, kids. Diablerie is wrong. If you get caught. If you don't get caught, it's fine.
If diablerie is wrong, then I don't want to be right.
Wow. Okay. So
No heavy attention.
on that particular note, when last we saw the Intrepid Coterie, they were heading back from Sula Rose, and some of them had gotten some little bit of premonition information. That was something that I had been waiting for 2.5 seasons of the other show to drop, and just now I'm able to do it. So they head back to the Sandwich, formerly known as Xenoschism, the shop that now Jude owns, and they basically parted and went their separate ways. So let's start on the next night, and I will get a rouse check from everyone. Speaking of rouse checks, if you are watching at home and you want to do so in the chat, hit !rouse, and you can do it as part of the game. Let's have a little fun. I'm seeing a bunch of thumbs up. I'm very disappointed in all of you. Ha! There we go.
I'm happy because now I get to mark it with my marker on my player pad. I'm happy. Yay. Markers.
So, Jude, here's the following. Hey. Can you?
I wish this wasn't the only time that I got to hear your voice.
Well, if you use your powers more, you'll probably hear me more. That's all I'm saying.
I guess, but it gets dangerous after a while.
Yeah. But then I can take over for a little bit. You want me to take over eventually, don't you?
No, I just wish you could be beside me and not, because you're not you. You're something else that has her voice. I know
What?
you're not her actually.
Why do you have to be that mean? I'm her. I'm me. You know me.
You're just a different part of me, and I have to accept that you're not coming back.
I might, if you let me.
Okay, well, I know I have to, take care of it. So, I will.
Speaking of, did we do I believe somebody had a tick on their humanity thing from last game? Who was that?
Wait. I don't know.
Cooling.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I forgot. So
Oh yeah,
thank you for the reminder. Yes,
Oh,
I guess I
yeah.
do have it's just one stain.
It is one stain, yeah.
Okay.
I was like, it wasn't Ja this time, I promise.
No, it wasn't. No, I was like,
So
I was
what?
like, I think it's me, but I forget why.
What is your humanity at
6.
6? So you
Wow,
have
so high.
3 dice to roll. 3 black dice to see if you drop again in humanity.
Okay, well here we go. Here's remorse.
Just need the one success.
I got 1. Just one.
Just coming in under the wire.
Just right.
So who will be? I'm assuming Jude would probably be somewhat close to being the first to arriving at Xenoseism. Sorry,
yeah, definitely.
Sandwich.
Thank you.
See, this is what happens when you
I
change
put the
name.
paperwork through and everything.
This
It's
is
one
what
of my most
happens.
genius ideas. One of my most genius ideas.
Truly. So
And
yes,
we had a
Jude-
poll. Everybody voted on it. It's
Yeah, Sandwich was the winner. Yes, so Jude definitely is endeavoring to pretty much any time that we're meeting up in Sandwich to be there to make sure everything's ready and nothing is awry at that time. So she would arrive from her apartment. I do still have 2 spider juices, just FYI.
okay.
I do have those, and I have my beautiful shiv that print or that jaw made Jude. Very excited about that. So now she has 2 boot blades, so that's fun.
You need to balance things out. You need one for each blade or one for each boot, right?
Exactly. And I think basically that Jude would kind of be like looking around the store at this point to make sure all the merchandise is in order and probably talking. I hesitate to say this, but probably talking to Gretchen.
Yeah.
I know you want to unleash that.
Gretchen.
Sadist.
Gretchen is a now force of nature that you've Googled her.
And super strong as well. So
Yeah, she keeps coming up to you with random factoids about pop
Sure.
culture, like, hey, did you know that like Ron Perlman and Wesley Snipes were in more than one movie together? That's not really true. I'm just trying to bug you.
Oh, okay. I was like, wow, I must have really missed that one. My education is not as good as I thought it was. So, how are you feeling tonight?
Good. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I don't know. It feels I like woke up right away. I didn't even have to drink coffee or anything. It's just like, yeah.
Okay. Good. Probably the regular crew's coming tonight.
Okay.
We're
Okay.
gonna
So
have
just
a
let
little-
them in and like lock the door after them, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Yep. We're gonna go down below as usual. We'll have a kind of a short little meeting, and then we're gonna head out. So.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah. Also,
Okay.
Ron Perlman's going to be in Transformers, like the new kind of Beast Wars movie that they have.
Is that true?
Mm-hmm. I read it on his
Wow.
IMDb like 30 seconds ago.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I mean,
As one does.
you know what? I hope he collects that paycheck,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
he has a good time with that. Good for him.
So Ja, I believe, is staying at the shop. I'm just gonna call it the shop from now on, because my brain is like Xenoseism. It's always Xenoseism.
Jude would definitely find Ja downstairs working. He started trying to create some ventilation. He doesn't know exactly where it goes. He just made a hole that can sort of leak to the outside.
Jesus.
A little tube going out of it. If someone dies from fumes, and it's not his problem.
Actually, surprisingly, I suppose, in Vancouver there is there's a lot of buildings because it was created in a place that only gets up to maybe 20 degrees Celsius, and I can't remember what that is for our American fans. So there really isn't that many buildings with air conditioning built in. So there's a lot
That's
of
not bad.
yeah, there's a lot of portable air conditioning, and a lot of people just kind of like leave the hose hanging out of their windows, so this doesn't actually like trip any sensors.
Just smells
Or-
funny.
Yeah, it just smells bad. people wander by and they're like, what are they doing? What are they doing down there? It's just it just smells like kind of smelting, really. It's just like blackish smoke. So that's what Ja is up to. Mordecai would be probably the most on the outskirts of the area, probably the last to arrive. Duran would probably be next up to arrive, as Duran is close by. And Duran had gotten a call earlier in the evening from the person that they had met last time, which was Daedalus, informing Duran that the best place to look for Bruja would be at a kind of country and western-ish bar called Joey's. That's in Burnaby.
Bien. We're going country.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeehaw.
Joey's Steakhouse and Grill or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know why Bruja would hang out there. It's kind of weird.
Bar brawls?
Vancouver. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's fair.
Bien. So I'll take the car down to Sandwich then. The Fiat. Figuring that we'll be traveling further on later, and we've got a couple other cars optioned, but the more vehicles we have access to, the better it is.
With the extra equipment in the back?
Oh, yes, indeed.
All right. Abigail would likely be the next to arrive.
Yeah, Abigail would have filled in Ja on the Banu Hakim situation, the Santiago Cristobal de Cervantes and Cervantes and Montenago, and she would have also informed Cassius, because Cassius has a vested interest in knowing what the hell's going on with Sabat issues and stuff like that. So,
well, as soon as Cassius finds out that there are Banu Hakim that aren't associated with Ja running around the city, you have to go through a few extra steps when you want to get out of the chantry to kind of...
He locks the door.
Yeah, unlock a few extra things on the old passageways to make sure that, the Tremere are in their Tremere area and the Banu Hakim are not in that area at all.
But Ja gave me a peace offering from the Banu Hakim to the Tremere. It's all fine now.
That's
Abigail
great.
makes a
I don't care.
Abigail makes a point of letting Cassius know that Ja is not involved with them and doesn't know what's going on with them. Abigail would have also sent Ja's phone in basically a Faraday cage shielded box to Kevin to investigate, because she doesn't have time for this shit.
Okay. Yeah, it's going to take a couple days to get down to Kevin.
Yeah, and I would have ordered a new phone for Ja.
Yeah, you have a couple spares kicking around.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you plan that far ahead.
Because Ja is not safe with phones.
Yeah. So Abigail's gonna put like an OtterBox on it, like.
Yeah, not one of like the regular kind of traveler otter boxes. It's one of the ones that the
military grade ones.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can run over with like a
phone
tank
3 times the
tread,
size.
and it's fine. Yeah, the phone's like this thick now. It's
I gotta rouse Potence to prowess so he can stab the phone now.
Yeah, so she's gonna grab that and throw it into her bag, and then she's gonna make her way down to Sandwich.
And Mordecai, last but not least, what are you up to and heading out?
Just coming from a visit to a church. That's in my notes, but anyway. Yeah, he's got Mercy with him, and the car is loaded to bear as well.
Okay. And for all the people playing the home game, get your players to do some notes, like their goals and ambitions and such, to, help them out. And it helps you out as a storyteller, because, you can, helps you out as a storyteller, because you can, kind of pull a little bit of inspiration from a few of those things. So let's just fast forward a little bit, and everybody is now at Zeno's. Fuck's sakes, sandwich. Everybody's at the shop.
If anybody wants to throw in 100 bits, every time he says that, we get free XP.
No, you don't.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this deal.
I like that.
All in favor?
This isn't a democracy.
They're all dead. Roll new characters.
Much
Could
like
be.
the Camarilla, this isn't a democracy. So, everyone is
In it.
arriving.
Wave hello to Gretchen.
Oh, hey, did you know that Ron Perlman's going to be in the new Transformers movie?
No, don't care. Let's go.
Oh.
And he's
No,
also
I
in
did- I
something
did not
called
know this.
Robo Dog, which is coming out soon. I'm not sure what that's about. It might be part of the whole Transformers thing. I'm not sure.
That the RoboDog sounds very Disney.
Gretchen?
Don't tell me Ron Perlman's going to become a Disney princess, because that would make my night.
Gretchen,
wow, that'd
you
be
know what would be
great.
great? If you would actually write all of this information down.
Oh, I don't have
In
to. It's on
longhand-
IMDb. It's right
no,
here.
I know, but in
Come here.
longhand, because some of our friends are not quite so well versed with technology.
I was just gonna come
write
upstairs
it
and use
out.
Dot.
Write it out, and
Kinda
sit
good.
at this desk and write it out, okay?
Sure. And she's like trying not to look at Ja at all. Like,
Down-
Oh, don't worry
business
about him.
question.
Just go and at the desk, just write it all out for us, and then we'll go through it,
Okay,
and we'll see
okay.
about making Ron Perlman one of us, if he isn't already.
he'd make a great vampire. Did you see Blade 2?
No, Gretchen,
Huh?
desk, paper,
Right.
pen, write.
Okay. Sure.
Thank you.
Note to self: call Ron Perlman's agent, arrange a meeting.
Ron
So
Perlman in the family.
I'm
Oh,
guessing-
Lord.
See.
I'm
Oh,
guessing
Lord.
you don't necessarily even have to at this point go down to the downstairs, as everyone is part of.
I want to
This
go downstairs anyways, because every
particular
time we go downstairs,
family.
Jaw has done new stuff.
Okay. What new
So-
stuff is Ja done now that everyone is proceeding to the downstairs area?
I'm not there.
Let me see. I'm gonna roll my craft and see what I've made, or see if I failed. Most likely, I failed.
There's some dice ASMR for everybody at home.
Shit, that's not bad. 3 successes. So, Mr. Giovanni, you have a few silver bullets.
Are they of a caliber that will fit my gun?
Yes,
Oh, even better.
it's 3 of them.
That's more than 0.
That's true.
Viene.
Just don't ask about old Aunt Giovanni's silverware that you had in your shop.
I only have 3 dice and I got 3 successes, so I'm just like, yo, that's a winner for me because I was not blade crafting.
That's true.
These are good quality, Senor Keto. Grazie.
I was trying something new. It doesn't always work. I've had to throw out a bit of silver. It can
These
be
look-
melted back down,
These look
probably.
fun. Eventually, we'll have to go to Stanley Park again. These will be of benefit.
I mean, given our luck, yeah.
No Stanley Park, please. No.
Well, tell that to Mr. Cassius or whoever
Well,
else
and
pulling our
and,
strings.
The
and,
little
Barrett
changeling.
Newenite.
Yeah, Baron. See, that Baron.
I feel like I'm
Speaking
in
of
an
which-
NSYNC video or something.
Speaking of which, we have another Baron to go speak with tonight in Burnaby at Joey's Steakhouse and Grill. It sounds like a hangout for my family.
Steakhouse.
Sounds like a hangout for my family, but it is not. We have several Joeys in my family, but it is a country and western type place. So I will
Oh
be
wow!
I
It's
will
gonna
be dressed
just like home.
inappropriately.
I don't have
Ah.
lane dance.
Bien,
Yeah,
so
same. I think we're talking about.
Let's just
like,
go.
Yeah, let's just
Viene.
American South.
bien, no, well, this
Oh,
is
Mr. Jaw,
Canadian Southwest.
Mr. Jaw, here's your new phone.
Thank you.
I've I've sent your other one for analysis. This one might be a little more weighty. I think it might be up to the task of how you handle
Jai
them.
immediately throws it in the air, lets it back down to the hand. Yeah, weighty. This.
You can
It
use
didn't
it to
break.
hit people.
It didn't break, but it made a very nice clattering sound that you enjoyed.
This is better for my physicality.
Exactly. And I sent the other one to be analyzed. Also, and I yada 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 the Santiago Cristobal de Cervantes and the Montano.
Montano.
Montano. Why do I have this? Oh, that's why, because I erased that G. Okay. So I yada 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 that to all of them so that they know what's going on, that there's some really weird stuff going on in the city.
There's some La Sombras of note that have come up.
So Santiago Cristobal Cervantes?
De Cervantes.
De Cervantes.
Like Miguel de Cervantes, like Don Quixote.
Sí. Sounds very Spanish.
I can't worry about my brethren right now, but when we have time, I will certainly look into this.
I'm letting you know so that you can be on your guard if you need. Well, I mean, I know you're always on your guard, but so that it doesn't come as a surprise.
Well, you all should feel safe. If they haven't attacked you and tried to kill you yet, they probably aren't going to because you'd already be dead.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not really on their radar, probably.
Yeah, not yet.
Someday.
As soon as you start the praxis shit, then maybe. Because we get hired out to kill people like you. No offense.
Well, hopefully by
I
the
get it.
time that Jude declares praxis, they will have left the city.
All right,
It'd help,
so
wouldn't it?
we're going to the bar,
Sí.
and what's our strategy for
We are
convincing
we are
them?
looking for a Baron Vincent. Now, if he looks like a half lion man, I will wonder that we are living in pop culture. world.
No, we're done with the Beauty and the Beast. We're done with that.
One
I
is
don't wanna
never,
hear any
never,
more about it.
never
Ah,
done with Ron Perlman.
Okay. I hope. I mean, this is 2021. We gotta have better prosthetics than that now, surely.
See, I would think.
Okay, Baron Vincent.
The usual. We ask what the Baron and his people would take as payment to enjoy the thrill of being in the front lines against the Sabbat. The Sabbat are bad news for the Anarchs as much as they are for the Camarilla.
True.
You
Yeah.
know, the Camarilla is not horrible for the Anarchs. Witness the fact that they are here and there are barons in place.
Right.
The Sabbat roll in, and there will be no Camarilla and no Anarchs.
Is this another situation where maybe I should name drop Karna?
If it comes to it, sure. But I don't know. I don't know what kind of leanings the Anarchs have. So it's up to you.
See,
All right. Well, I'll only say
I
something.
mean,
if
we're
it
going to
seems relevant.
steakhouse, so you could be like Karna Asada or something like that.
Oh my soul has been wounded by that. You have wounded my soul. Oh yeah. I mean, I'll leave those types of jokes to you. How about that?
That was a joke?
I did not get the reference. Do not explain it. It's all good.
Okay. And Jude just sort of stares blankly for a second. Okay, well, what do you think? Like, do we have examples of stuff that we can offer them?
But we can do the same thing we did with that other Anarch.
Oh, so just cash.
Cash, weapons.
Okay.
I do still have some grenades. I feel like Anarchs will like grenades.
A little too much. I'm going to hang on to mine. I think I could still find them of use. Dropping them in the sewer is something I periodically consider.
Well,
Oh,
I
that
think
reminds me. Go ahead.
I think that, I mean, the main law for them to, or main law, the main incentive for them to join us is that they don't want to get killed by the Sabbat. I
See,
think that's we lead with that, and then if they really need more incentive, then we can lead with weapons and money. And I'm sure Mr. Mordecai has enough stashed away that we can, and you yourself, Mr. Giovanni, that we can take care of that.
see,
Do you
See,
think there's any
and-
way that they know about that there's like gonna be a Sabat problem here soon? Do you think they
That-
maybe know?
that is
I'm
worth
going
asking.
to assume yes. If we know, then they probably know because there's always someone spilling secrets for the right price.
True.
See, it is worth the asking.
All
Okay.
right. Shall we then?
And given our usual proclivity, I'm fully expecting a side quest. We will arrive and they will go, we will help you, but you need to obtain this item from these people who will be more people who we will
Hey,
piss off.
that's how you get
That
the
happens
reward
all
and
the time.
XP.
We-
Okay.
we have been here, we have been together about a month now. And how often has this happened? At
If
least
we're lucky,
twice a
they'll
week.
want a sandwich. That was a joke.
Oh,
Okay.
it was?
Okay.
Okay.
Viene,
Okay.
viene.
Right.
Okay, John.
Fine.
John.
Sure. All right. I'll stick to blade crafting.
You can't hit home runs with every swing.
Kick.
All
field
right.
goals. Sure. It's
DNA.
football season. Let's go.
See, let us go to this Joey's Steakhouse and Grill place.
All right. And
Okay.
we assume Mr. Mordecai has shown up by this point?
Yes.
Okay.
Viene, which vehicles are we taking? Do we want to? I think several, rather than stuffing us all into one hefty plastic and aluminum target. I mean, car.
Eh. Yeah.
I will drive.
Okay. Jude will go with Duran.
Viene,
Abigail will go with Jaw.
Mordecai, who's team you on?
I'm going by myself. Thank you.
Oh.
Three
Is he
cars,
riding?
eh?
Is he
That
driving that
tracks.
Viper?
Yeah, I was about to ask. Is it the Viper?
Yeah, but Mercy's with him.
Sweet.
All right.
So you're making your way down to Joey's.
Yes.
So you Google Maps it. Joey's is kind of like one of the ones that's just off the beaten path a little bit. There's like a gravel driveway type parking lot type thing. They doesn't look like they've really taken care of too much of it. It may have actually been concrete in the past, but it's just been worn down. It's kind of a wood building. There's like kind of the neon sign out front that says Joey's, and like the bar and grill kind of like is sputtering in and out. And are you all going inside?
Well,
There's
get
a-
out, take a look at the place, and go. I see, a quality location.
Good point. Thank you.
I would like to turn on Sense the Unseen.
That's a good plan.
So
I
resolve
will
and
as well.
aspects.
I'm gonna do wits because
What kind
I
of
can do
building
that,
is
right?
this? Like, is it like a short, squat sort of thing?
Yeah, it's short. You can tell that there's enough like on the inside. It's basically kind of the size of like an old school gymnasium type thing. Like it's not super large, but it's kind of like short and it doesn't have more than one layer to it, really.
All right.
But there's
Guy's
enough
gonna
space
do
for
his
like
sneak and scout thing, sort of either soaring leap on top of a building or climb another building to get a view from up top, see if there's anything to be noted.
There really aren't any other buildings nearby.
Okay,
So
I
you'd
was
have
gonna-
to
I
go
was
on the
gonna
top
say,
of this one.
Then
Yeah,
I'll
is
just climb up this one. I'll just sneak past people and climb up.
it's a standalone, so it's surrounded by parking lot.
Yeah, it's the kind of like gravel parking lot as previously described.
I have only one success.
I got 3.
There's people in there. You are kind of there's one person outside that is kind of leaning up against with their back up against the wall, and it's got one of those like kind of double door things that swings back and forth. That you can definitely tell this person is of the non-living variety.
But
Percy's
not
going to
somebody
stay in the
who's.
car. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I was going to ask simply. It's not like somebody who's normally unseen, though. It's just somebody's there.
Yeah, it's just somebody
Yeah, I
like
didn't roll
hanging
high
out.
enough
Oh,
for that.
okay.
Okay.
They have a leather jacket on.
So there's nothing extra conferred by the 3. Okay.
Nope. Like there's a few hazy bits for the 3 on the inside of the building that you can kind of, but it's kind of like a haze. It's kind of mixed
Okay.
in with like other things that are going back and forth because you can't really get a bead on anybody.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. So Jude will look at like Duran, and then where are we parked the cars? Like in one of these many parking lots as described?
It's just one big kind of like
Oh, just one
gravel,
big thing.
yeah,
Okay.
gravel thing on the outside.
Oh,
there
gravel.
is
Okay.
there is a fair chunk of cars there right now. Like it seems
Okay.
like tonight is kind of like a popular night for this particular bar, and you
Definitely
can
line
hear
dancing.
you can definitely hear inside. There's a lot of like country and western ish music, probably Dwight Yoakam.
Yeah, I'm not turning my
Oh,
senses
okay.
on. At least not my hearing.
Yeah, not this time.
No.
So Jude's kind of just taking in this like flickering sign and these like the swinging doors, and she's like, "Oh man, truthfully, when I came to Canada, I never really thought I'd like see one of these. To be honest, I'm shocked that this is here, but yeah, a little taste of home. So we just going in. I know
In it-
Jaws up there, but
I'm going to
And
take
Jazz sneaked off.
yeah,
I'm
no.
gonna
Yeah.
take half a moment while Jaws up there. I'm going to drop Oblivion Sight over my eyes to see if there are any Wraith-like types running
Oh,
around.
yeah.
There is.
Are they wearing like 10-gallon hats, and cowboy boots, and
Well, 5-gallon, but
5-gallon, 4-liter hats?
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, we have to convert it for our
Yeah.
Canadian
Yeah.
fans.
4-liter hats. Fantastic.
Yeah, there's the odd person here and there that you can kind of notice. There's somebody who walks into the bar that you can see that there's like a wraithly presence behind them, almost
Okay.
like something that you definitely would know that something that they would have on them or them themselves would be the fetter, and then the wraith is kind of following behind them. There's a few kind of like specters that are just like the repeating types that are just doing the same thing over and over again that you're like, yeah, no, don't even worry about that or that. But that person is definitely someone that has a wraith with them.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. I don't feel
And
like
I-
collecting people for feathers, but still interesting. BNA. Okay.
Okay.
My
And
the
Mordecai,
eye's clear.
so where are you? Mordecai?
Sorry, I was just waiting for everyone to finish.
Oh, cool.
Mercy is staying in the car. Mercy is armed to the teeth.
Is it the
Okay.
Viper or is it
It's the Viper.
like okay?
So it's very not subtle, rumbling into the parking lot. And she guns the engine once or twice before she turns it off, just because.
Yeah. She knows Mordecai's MO in that particular regard.
So
Whatever
make sure-
it takes to get the eyeballs in this direction, like
make sure the gun is loaded. Back of the small, the back, making sure that all the other weapons are present and comfortable. Turn on awe, rouse charisma. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this in style.
Breaking out all the Mordecai stops right now.
No.
Mordecai is feeling a little insecure about these things right now
He's
because
having a
previous
real middle child.
This is a heavy flex,
Middle
guys. This is
child
a heavy,
moment.
heavy flex.
It's not his heaviest flex, though. That's something
I'm
else.
kind of wondering if I should just turn that on now.
Please
I
don't.
mean, if you want
Oh
to.
no, not that. Please no.
Because that's a lot of fucking dice.
How did the rouse check go
a 7 and a 9
for the
for
charisma?
rousing awe?
Okay.
Or turning on awe.
No, you don't need it for awe.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, no. So I had 7.
Yeah, awe is just automatic. Okay.
So I have stupid amounts of dice now.
Let me double check something for everybody else because they might be able to resist.
Yeah, good luck.
Potence, protein,
I
presence. There
believe
we
it's resolve and composure.
go. Composure plus intelligence for anybody who would like to resist.
Oh, for awe?
For awe, yes.
Oh, is that including the coterie?
If you want.
You can direct it away from us if he wants to.
He can, but he's not going to. So I'm gonna actually.
If you want.
Now, what are you
I'm
doing?
gonna rouse
If you want to
intelligence.
look away, you're welcome to look
Sorry,
away.
actually, you said composure and intelligence.
But why would you?
I said intelligence and composure, yes.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna rouse both of those.
I'll let
Why
you
not?
have. I'll let you have. This
Oh,
one,
you want to
Mordecai.
flex on this, Abigail? Okay.
I don't want to flex. I want to at least try. I want to give myself a
You want...
And you see, Jude is
pass
when you.
both rouse checks.
Wow, nice.
Damn it.
Damn.
No,
Come
Winston.
on, no
Aw,
Winston.
man.
Oh.
Duh, the night is young. The night is
Yep,
young.
that is young. We can get into that. Composure
Yeah, we
plus
didn't do a
intelligence,
rouse
yes.
check, did we? Oh, we did, yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Everybody passed but Jude. Law of averages. At least one of
Yeah.
you has to fail.
Fair enough. Though now I'm getting scared every time I go to a bar. I'm like, Jude has to
Hmm.
feed, and then I get flashbacks. What happened?
Switch.
Sarah the player does, not Jude, because
Do I roll
doesn't
anything
exist.
on presence?
Jude has no
Or
idea.
For awe?
For awe to
I don't
activate
think
it.
that's contested. It's just activated. It's just my charisma plus my presence.
Your
Isn't it?
presence, yep.
Yeah.
Do I roll that?
If it's
if you want.
contested,
Yeah,
I
if
would
it's
think
contested, yeah.
If someone contests it, so someone's contesting it, so I guess I have to roll it.
Manipulation plus presence.
Oh, I'll rouse that too then.
and after Mordecai turns on awe, Jude is just gonna
Nine.
like sort of be like looking at him with googly eyes.
Sorry, Mike. What was that again?
I got a 9.
Alrighty.
So
Eventually, one of
that's-
you has to fail a rouse check. Is all I'm saying.
I'm sure I will.
You'll get your chance. Esty.
I have 9 successes. Sorry, that took me a while because that's a lot of dice.
You both have 9.
I'm not
Mordecai
flexing.
hasn't-
I'm just trying to give myself a fighting chance.
No, that's just
all.
cool.
If
No,
you
no,
beat me,
no.
Mike, I'm okay with that.
Mordecai
rolled
hasn't-
a 9 for the rouse. He hasn't rolled his dice yet.
Yeah, he hasn't rolled the time.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa, 9 versus 9. I thought that was cool.
And you don't get your presence dice for this one, Mike, because it's activating it. You would just do
So,
the straight presence plus manip,
So presence 5,
and
Plus
then your
manipulation.
manipulation.
which is also 5. Oh wait, no. I'm at 4. My mistake. 9 successes. I rolled a lot of.
What did I say? What did I
It-
say?
I rolled a lot of 10s.
In my game, ties go to the defender. Since
Ooh.
awe is the active discipline, the defender would be Abigail.
Ooh.
So you're kind of like,
Remember that.
and then you're like, no.
Well, as I said, Mike, I wasn't trying to
I mean-
PvP or anything. I'm just giving myself a fighting chance.
If I have to, if I'm allowed to deflect it away from my friends, then I would do that.
Okay.
That's not even a. I mean,
Either way, nothing lost. It's not like I got hungry or anything like that, so it's all good.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Dun dun dun. Okay, so are you proceeding into the establishment?
I think so.
Hey,
Ja, are you just gonna what are you coming in or are you staying there?
Ja is prowling the outside. I rolled a
Okay.
critical success on stealth
Okay.
to be hidden, so I got 6 successes on that. And I'm moving silence to death. I'm just trying to get scope out the outside of this place, see where all the entrances, exits are, that sort of thing. And once I've established that, like where someone could run away from us, then I'll go in.
There are a couple exits to the building. There's the main one with the doors. It looks as though one of the large windows on the outside has been replaced recently. Almost as if somebody got thrown through it at some point. Who knows?
Defenestrated. All right.
There is a side door that is kind of... You can tell it's not used very often, or if at all. And there is the door that's to the back of the building, which you can see, like, there's a couple people in, like, kind of white outfits with, like, the cook smock stuff on, and they're, like, smoking at the back. And, you know, it's, like, where the cooking staff takes their breaks, that sort of thing.
And I, take some pictures with the camera, send them to the group. These are all the entrances, exits. I'm making my way in. Is Mordecai doing his weird thing?
I send back, I think Mordecai's doing his weird thing.
you'd know he was doing his weird thing.
Yeah,
I mean, a safe assumption. All right.
there would be people
Ja
that are...
activates Daunt then.
Okay, so that's happening. When you all go in, can I get a bit of a marching order so I can see, like, who's going in first, who's going in second, that sort of thing?
Ja
I'm
would be the
thinking-
last,
I'm
for
thinking
sure.
Mordecai's going in first because he's got the awe shield up. So
Probably a
he,
good
you know,
idea.
him and Jude in front. I'm stepping back from the two of them. Let our heavy hitters go in first.
So
Yeah, I'll be kind of right alongside Mordecai. Probably just looking at him like,
you
So
both...
these are your people.
listen, it's not exactly the same because I'm not actually from the South. I'm from the Midwest, but you know,
What's
it's
the
rural,
difference?
so there are it's just different qualities. The accent is different, and stuff like that. I mean, now I'm in Canada,
Okay.
so I really don't have any idea what to expect here. I mean, I recognize the music, but I truly don't know what kind of situation.
Are there pickup trucks and
Yes.
farms and cows?
Oh,
and cowboy
yeah, a
hats
lot of
and
cows.
rodeos.
You missed that part of Alberta.
and it's all the same. You can change the accent, but you can't take the country out of the girl, as it were.
yeah. I mean, you're right. I think. I mean, man, you would have hated it on the farm, man. Oh boy, you would have just had a bad time, wouldn't you,
Jude?
Mordecai? Yeah.
Bad taste doesn't know borders. It crosses all borders. So-
Yeah. I figured that would be the case. But
There's-
all right,
there's-
so we're looking for. Go ahead, Steve. Sorry,
Yeah, there's the zinger of the evening.
I love it. So
we are looking for Baron Vincent and that gentleman without the heartbeat at the door in the leather jacket might be able to point us in that direction.
Yeah, he very much was keeping an eye on those of you that were going in, and you know, he's got plaid on, he's got like a vest, that sort of thing. He's, you know, he's definitely trying to fit in, but you can tell that this wasn't like the entire outfit, that there would have been a leather jacket at some point in time in his existence.
well, naturally.
So you push open the swinging doors,
I feel like I
And-
need suspenders.
there's a lot of noise in here. Like there's kind of like the white noise that comes with, you walk into a packed kind of restaurant situation. There's like wooden seating area, like wooden tables, and like the kind of the seats that have the like kind of circular thing on the back where you lean back that are like half seats. There's people eating, there's talking, there's music playing. There's like a mechanical bull over on the left, and
Mordecai's looking for a spittoon.
there is a spittoon. It's beside the bar on the right.
Looking for the peanut shells on the floor.
They went, oh yeah, it's
Looking for
the floor is
a stalk of hayseed from somewhere.
ever so slightly a little sticky when you walk in. Like it's a little. Yeah, this place is lived in. Let's put it that way. This place.
Mordecai's turning on presence as a shield, literally hoping.
Jude's just like
should-
playing with their suspenders, like
Daunt,
just taking in the.
Jaws got the right
the
idea. Maybe I
smells.
should turn on Daunt.
Jai
There-
goes up to Jude's ear and is like, just so you know, places like these, have you ever thought about how easy it is to kill someone when it's this loud? They don't even know you're coming. You should keep that in mind. A knife to the back is so simple in a place like this.
He says.
Yeah, they
speaking
do that in
behind
movies
him.
all the time where they're in a nightclub and everyone's like on drugs.
This
and
is
then
why
they
I gave you that shiv. It's very easy to hide. Just
Yeah. Perfect.
You should learn Silence of Death, by the way.
Can you teach it to me?
Yes, but you won't like it.
Well, I'm gonna have to do a lot of things I don't like, so
And
it'll
there's
help me out in the future. I'm willing to try it.
There's line dancing going on if you look directly ahead, and there's as opposed to it actually being like kind of a jukebox or anything, there is actually a live band playing right now that is covering Dwight Yoakam.
Freebird.
I mean, there's at least one
Bird.
Danjalili.
I'm picturing ZZ
Aw.
Top from Back to the Future 3.
Oh, completely.
Yeah, oh yeah, there's
Absolutely.
definitely a steel guitar in this particular ensemble.
Dun, 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 dun,
Down,
dun,
down.
You're gonna get us muted.
It was less than 10 seconds. Thank you. Thanks. Okay, so I mean Jude's looking out for whoever they're supposed to be,
Well,
Vincent.
There was that guy
the-
that was in front of the doors that we were supposed to potentially, I think, exchange words with if we're going through the
Oh.
front door.
And
Okay.
to rope in our special guest, Vincent, where would you be in this particular scene?
Vincent would probably be in the back.
Okay. So
seated up
your
on the desk, chilling.
your kind of lieutenant comes in and he's like, Vin, there's
What?
there's
What's
there's
going
there's some of
There's
our
a scene.
there's some of our kind that are coming in, and they're, let's just say, not being subtle about it. Yeah.
That he means
on? How many?
subtle.
There's like 5 in the group. Looks like one of them's using awe, the other one's using daunt,
Hmm.
because you can sort of see like the one side coming in and the other side kind of going out.
You know we don't do that in here unless I get to say so, right?
Yeah, I know. Do you want me to go tell them?
No, they might be here to see me, but make sure you got your gun on you.
I always have my gun on me.
Load it up with burst. That's all I'm going to say.
Can do, boss. So, everyone is kind of wandering in, taking in the ambiance of the area. If you did have a sense of smell. Like if you were breathing right now, you would definitely kind of get smells of the kitchen. Like there would be like food, and it would definitely smell like meat-ish area. Like there's people ordering steaks and
Barbecue.
oh yeah, it's just definitely a barbecue smell coming out of this place. So the two who were using Sense the Unseen, or anyone else who wants to use said senses, give me the checks on those if you would like, to see if you can, now that you're in the actual bar, to narrow it down, see who's who and who's what.
I got 2.
You can see that they're being really subtle about it, but there are some people who are here that aren't quite eating, as you say.
I've got 2 as well.
Okay. Yeah, same thing. There are some people that aren't eating, but they have food in front of them, and their food continuously kind of disappears, but it's definitely not going into their mouths.
It's a trap.
And Jude will lean into Abigail. Yeah, so yeah, definitely looks like some kind of hangout. See all those people with the food just.
Well, it's not all kindred, so we do have to be mindful of the masquerade. Not that
Yeah,
we wouldn't have to be anyway, but especially careful because it's not all kindred here.
Yeah, you're right about that. I'm gonna make sure to be extra careful.
Yes. Wouldn't want to be using any spider juice.
Yeah, that's no good here. No.
No.
Hopefully we won't need to use that. So
Well,
okay.
shall we find who we need to speak with then? Mr. Mordecai, do you want to lead the way? Or Mr. Giovanni?
Mr. Giovanni, you notice, is kind of broken off from the pack a little bit and has gone up to the bar.
You always do this.
What are you saying, Mr. Giovanni?
I'm just ordering a cider.
What kind of cider you want? We've got like 5 of them on tap.
Surprise me. Something I might not try.
Okay. And, they come back in a couple seconds with a kind of apple. You can tell from the smell it's like an apple cider.
Bene. Grazie. And make sure to tip well.
Oh, thank you. So now that you've noticed Mr. Giovanni had wandered off, what is everyone else doing?
I'm going to head to the bar.
There's a bit of a crowd developing
Okay.
around Mordecai.
Sidle up to the bar. I'm just going to go completely cliche. Give me a snake bite, and I'll buy that hat from you.
You can't buy my hat. Like, it's part of my uniform.
Really?
Yeah. They're saying this
$100.
without taking their eyes off of Mordecai. They're like preparing the snake bite as well, and they're like, "Yeah, sorry, that comes out of my pay."
$200.
I can't really do it.
Do you have an extra one?
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
I'd
we've
like to fit in.
got some extra ones in the bag if you
Sure.
want for $200.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll definitely give you one of those.
Absolutely.
So
Big Lucille Bluth energy.
yeah, so eventually they come back with a hat for Mordecai.
I
I'm
think
looking for like
Abigail's.
a hay bale to grab a piece of straw.
There's no
Okay.
hay bales in here, unfortunately.
If I can, I think Abigail would like to go and find the nearest non-breathing, since everybody else seems to be occupied.
All right.
So who do I find?
There would be somebody that you would notice that there's kind of a hallway that would lead to the washrooms, and there's somebody just outside of that just walked out and stood there, and they're definitely keeping an eye on the area.
Hello. My name is Abby, and I was hoping to have an audience with Vincent. Do you happen to know where he might be?
At the point that you mentioned Vincent, their demeanor kind of changes. At first, they were kind of like, you could kind of tell that they were keeping an eye on you. But when you mention Vincent, their face just goes completely kind of, what do you want with Vincent?
Well, and Abigail leans in, I should say Baron Vincent. I mean, obviously I don't want to be disrespectful, but I don't want to also breach the Masquerade.
Are you here with...
They are part of my coterie, yes.
Jude's line dancing.
Dex and performance.
I'm getting a flashback to season 1, and I'm gonna
Rousing
have to...
Dex, because if Jude is dancing, then Ja's dancing, and he has to out dance
no,
Jude.
let me have this. No, why
Yes,
won't you let
here
me
we
have
go.
this? Damn it.
Sorry,
That's
Joe.
success somewhere else for Dex.
Joe, you were
I'm
saying?
for Dex.
Could you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a way I can activate heightened senses?
Yes, you can. Which sense are you heightening?
Smell.
Smell. All right.
Smell.
Just gonna take a quick whiff, see what's going on. Let's see. That would be. Let's do a wits and. Man, that wits and awareness or wits and insight, whichever one you happen to have more of. And what are you smelling for?
Awareness. Perfume. Something that doesn't smell like the place.
Okay. Well, you open your heightened sense of smell, and you definitely get that, you've smelled this before. It's barbecue sauce. It's something that before you were like, this would make you kind of really hungry, but now you're just like, no, that's not what I'm smelling for. And then you kind of focus away from that with your 4 successes, and you smell in that there's definitely something not right in the area. And they're talking to your lieutenant, because that is the closest kind of person to where you are right now.
I got 2 for my dancing.
Ja.
Really interesting.
4.
Damn it.
Ja is cutting more rugs on the dance floor.
Jude is awkward like usual, but not too bad. At
Yeah,
least she
you're doing pretty
maybe
good.
knows this. Maybe she's following along.
Yeah.
But there's no flavor whatsoever.
Jude is kind of like, I remember these moves, and you're doing a pretty good job of remembering them. And there's the odd time where it's like there's like a beat of the music, and you're like, what do I do here? And there's like a split pause.
It's like what
split-second
Jude is
pause.
doing, but with spices. Like I added some flavor to this chili.
Ja is doing the boot.
Straight up mayonnaise over here.
Ja's
At least
doing
bump it up to some aioli. Let's go.
that
Only by standing next to you.
mayonnaise ketchup stuff that they have. I don't know what it is.
The
So it's
Baconaise.
While
bacon.
those two are while those two are line dancing and entertaining themselves in the crowd, I'm going to walk past Mordecai and just kind of tap him on the shoulder, and then just with drink in hand, casually stroll up to stand behind Abigail as she talks to this person.
It's a little bit on the busy side in here. Like you aren't really used to kind of places that are this busy, but there's like people in every seat, and there's like waitresses and waiters moving from table to table, taking orders with trays of food and stuff like that. So it's not like it's a goth club or kind of like a dance club. It's just sort of like
I'm also used to fashion shows, so yeah, I can
wall,
still
yeah.
weave my way around pretty good.
It will take you a bit of time, and what I was going to say earlier was that Ja's doing the boot scootin' boogie, but it's not a boot scootin' boogie song, but he's doing so good of a job that nobody notices. And yeah, you come up behind Abigail, and Abigail is still having her conversation.
So, would I be able to have an audience with Vincent then? With Baron Vincent?
Yeah, I heard you the first time. You don't have to keep repeating it.
I feel like I should be. I wish to be respectful, but
I know
at the same
who
time,
you mean by Vincent,
all right,
and it
all
keeps the M word if you don't,
all right.
don't
All right,
keep repeating it.
Fair, as long as you realize that I'm not trying to be disrespectful. But at any rate,
we actually refer to him as president because he's the president of like the biker club that is.
Jesus Christ, why don't we just Kane, let's fucking Vincent.
Right. All right. Anyway, so may I have an audience?
Are you gonna bring the? You gonna?
Yes. Yes. We have two of us here. I believe Mordecai's behind me as well.
Mordecai and Duran, I believe.
Okay, both Mordecai and Duran.
Yeah.
Mr. Mordecai, since you can probably get through that crowd pretty easily with your finger, your aw. Could you possibly grab Jude and Jaw?
I mean, Ja doesn't have a lot of people close to him at this point. So
No.
Ja's basically been watching what y'all have been doing
Like,
just to like keep an eye out to like what's happening over here while I show up Jude.
Yeah.
And as soon as he sees y'all moving, he's going to grab Jude like, let's go.
Ja, when he was line dancing, is the only one who has like, at least in D&D terms, like an area around him that people are trying not to. They're like, oh, sorry. It's kind of like you dance into somebody accidentally, only it's like 5 feet away from him that they're like, whoops, sorry.
So 4 successes on a wits and awareness. Would I be able to, from where I'm standing, at least know that Jaw's keeping an eye on us?
Yes.
Then I just do this.
Yeah.
Ja grabs Jude. Let's go.
Yep. I will not resist.
So there's 5 of you,
Yes.
and he's standing beside something that kind of looks like a jukebox, but there's kind of a hole in the side of it, and he's like, you're gonna leave your weapons here.
That's fair. Abigail pulls out her boot knife and puts it on the jukebox or jukebox-like thing.
There's a hole in the jukebox. You put it in there.
Yep, she puts her boot knife in there. I will get this back, I assume.
We're not Camarilla. We're not gonna keep your shit.
Fair enough. And then she pulls out new bear spray out of her bag, and she puts that in there because this will sting.
Fair enough.
What else does she have on her?
The trick is to get them when they're using their like sense of sight.
Oh yes,
It just fucks them up.
absolutely. This is also really good for Garu.
Really?
Apparently,
Huh.
I haven't actually tried it on them yet, though.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
All right. So she puts her bear spray in. And I think that's all she had on her at the moment.
When Jude arrives into this little area, she'll see Abigail doing that and kind of just follow suit with the shiv and the dagger that she usually has, and that's all I brought. So she'll deposit them there as well.
And he's looking to the rest of you.
Ja just says, no. I am the weapon. I'm a Banu Hakim assassin. If I wanted this Vincent killed, he'd be dead right now. You can take my sword away. I will bring my sword back to my hands, and then I will chop your hand off to show you that you should have never disarmed me. So let's do this a simple way and just let me go about my business.
That's going to be a persuasion roll.
Persuasion? No, this is intimidation. I am threatening.
Manipulation and intimidation. Let's give you an extra dice because you dropped the Banu Hakim word, and they're like,
Sweet. Okay. Oh, let me burn one more willpower there.
Sometimes you just gotta get the point home with a little willpower. Give it a little.
Okay, so that is 5 successes.
He's like, you've done this before. You've intimidated people a lot in the past, and he's like, you can see his eyes kind of like narrowly widen, like, but he tries to center himself and pull himself back and be like, you intimidated him, but he's trying to not show that he's intimidated, and he's like, yeah, right, that's fair enough.
Thank you.
Mordecai and Duran.
I'll disarm.
Including the back
Yep.
weaponry? Okay. And Duran?
I'm just going to lean forward and say, mine is a keepsake. I will give you my word and the word of my family that I will not touch it unless something encourages me to do so.
Which family?
And I will note the Venetian family. And I will note that much like Senor Cato, I can do more without it than I can with it.
Which Venetian family?
Giovanni.
Oh. Yeah, it doesn't mean shit to me. Can you put your weaponry in the thing?
No, I'll be hanging out here then.
He wants you all together. All right, fine. Fine. Yes, your word is okay.
Bene.
And he kind of was like, all right, everybody who's coming, come with me.
I have 2 successes for remote access. I would like to for technomancy for remote access. All I want to do is remote access that jukebox, turn it on, and turn on Smashing Pumpkins Disarm.
If it doesn't have this.
Funny, suddenly it does.
I
That's
love
all I
this
wanna
so
do.
much.
The country
They're all
music's getting to
connected
Abigail.
to the internet these days. Let's go.
I so
It
want
doesn't
to.
even have to be connected to the internet, actually. So
I so want to rule of cool this, but I just can't because that jukebox doesn't. It's not a jukebox. That's
It's
where
not
they
for
put
playing
weaponry.
music.
Yeah.
Aw.
so it's not even functional. Oh,
No.
damn.
It lights up.
Would have been awesome.
But it's
though.
Makes my
basically
heart
just
so
sort of like the anarch subtle thing of like put your weaponry in here while you go and talk to the boss, right?
Yeah.
Just one
Okay.
single tear.
Abigail.
Abigail pulls out her Kleenex and just like furiously
It's
dabs at her eye.
It's
Some-
the cheese situation all over again.
But I will rule of cool it, and as you all start to move into the back room, you can hear like from somebody's like kind of holster clip phone thing, Disarm starts playing. It like really, really loud. Like it's not drowning out any of the band's music, but it's just super loud. And they're like, "What the Why is this playing? This is stupid thing. And they like take out their phone and they try to turn it off. As you proceed down the hallway, past the washrooms, there is a kitchen that's if you go straight ahead, but the lieutenant turns to the left and knocks on a door, and Vincent would hear the knocking on the door.
What's this time? Who the fuck is there?
It's me, boss.
Come on in.
I got the people here with me.
Splendid. Show him in.
And he opens the door and brings all of you into the office of Vincent. Vincent, what would the office of Vincent look like?
Despite the outside of the building, it's actually fairly modern inside. He has like a leatherback chair, a nice desk. He has some seats, like sofas for people to sit on. It's rather comfortable in here. There is like gold disc of like Alien Ant Farm, Vampire Weekend, all his little stuff sitting around in there. And as they're coming in, he's turning down Sugar, We're Going Down. He's turning that music down as he sees people walking in. And he's got his legs crossed on the desk, and you see his Doc Martens, and he's just sitting there.
At that point, it is a good point to take a bit of a break. It's a little bit on the early side, but this is the perfect opportunity to have everybody hydrate before we get into the secret anarch / coterie meeting. So everybody head on out, grab some drinks, grab some hydration, use the washroom, do what you got to do, and we will be back in about 7 minutes. And Welcome back, everybody. We are heading into the meeting with the Baron Vincent and the coterie. And we will have a link in the chat to have it sort of get the ambiance of Baron Vincent's office, which looks pretty damn spiffy, if I do say so myself. But I didn't actually find the link. That was all Joe. Joe found it. I'm not taking any credit. So the lieutenant of the bike gang kind of opens the door, and you see that particular scene of Baron Vincent with his feet up on the desk, and he ushers you all into the office. This is them, boss.
Baron Vincent, and Abigail just nods her head.
I'll drop Daunt for the sake of meeting a new person that I'm not trying to,
You? He points.
Mordecai.
Oh, fine. We're all friends here, I guess.
God,
Actually, can I just direct it so that it's not?
Not really. It's more of a
Alright.
blanket.
Fine. I will drop awe.
Aww.
Appreciate you turning that shit off. Who are you, lady?
My name is Abigail. Oh, sorry,
you.
not me.
Not you.
Yeah, hi. My name's Jude. It's nice to meet you. I kind of like being here. Reminds me of home a little bit.
American, huh?
Yep. Wisconsin.
Ah, okay. And you, my dapper friend with the fedora.
I'm going to be 2 steps in the door, kind of half step to the side, just tuck my hands in front of myself, just kind of stand there and front, from the back sort of thing. It's good evening. I am Duran Giovanni, the current representative of the family in the city.
The clan of Dap. Okay.
C, not a name we hear often, but C.
Well, one of the clans of Dap. And he's gonna point to Ja. Who the fuck are you?
A friend for now. Name's Ja Cato.
Kato. Name doesn't sound familiar. So
That's because I don't like to have a lot of people know who I am until the last moment.
An Assamite. That's what that sounds like. All right, y'all have a seat. What can I do for you?
Well,
Jude will sit down on one of the couches.
Abigail will stay standing up for the moment. Are you? Oh,
Are you hungry? Would you like something to eat?
I'm good. I don't know about anybody else. I'm okay. Thank you for your hospitality.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you're hungry?
No, but if you're going to feed me, I'm going to eat.
Cute. And you with the, what is that? Is that an asp?
The cobra. But yes, I am an asp. That's the question.
Jude chuckles under her breath.
So, thank you for coming. I guess you're more unannounced than anything. What do I owe this dubious pleasure?
Necessity.
A necessity. And
Well,
you were talking, young lady.
not so young, but it seems that, and I'm sure you're aware probably of most things that go on in your parts of the city, but you are aware that there is an incoming Sabbat incursion. I'll just get right to the point because, I mean, there's obviously no point in jumping around it.
Yeah.
All right.
I've heard.
I'm wondering, well, we are all wondering how prepared the Anarchs are for this. And we're not saying this from the point of view of being a part of the Camarilla or a part of anything. We want to speak with you about perhaps having an allyship.
An allyship. All right. So you're all the fucking camp.
Well, technically, I mean,
like ish.
Why ish?
Camarilla adjacent?
we don't necessarily subscribe to their policies. I mean, I was once a baron.
Ah. Wait, you said your name is Abigail?
Indeed.
I've heard of you.
I don't discuss it generally. I am wherever I need to be, and I don't really maintain any sort of links to anyone. I try and just maintain the peace.
Admirable. No, I appreciate that. What's with your little snarky friend? He's gonna kind of motion to Ja. Is he always a little asshole, or is this just part of his charm of warming up?
Just call me little.
Mr. Ja Cato is a good friend, and whatever attitude you may think that he has is only because he has all of our best interests in mind.
That sounds almost robotic.
I don't trust easily.
And that's a good thing.
It's quite a good thing.
The only true thing that another kindred will tell you is that they were snakes and they will stab you in the back. And if they tell you anything different, then they're just being a liar. Because eventually, all of us do it.
Yeah, it's like the frog and the scorpion thing. Yeah.
So, the snake, and he kind of motions his finger towards Mordecai. Him. So watch out for him, is what you're telling me.
Watch out for all of us.
Yeah.
I'm carrying a sword into your office, and it's not going to become unsheathed unless you give me a reason to.
Threats.
That's not a threat.
in my home. It's a very
Threat would be I'm going to stab you and then pulling out my sword. But instead, I'm saying my sword is sheathed. We're at peace for the moment.
okay.
Okay, so basically, like Abigail said, we're just like we want to try to like work together, so like we all don't get killed by a bunch of shovel heads, basically,
I see.
because their numbers are gonna be large, and so we gotta at least attempt
So
to
you guys
get
are
some
scared.
numbers ourselves.
You guys are scared.
Yeah, I'm fucking scared. I
Aren't
just
you?
got here. I'm not trying to die.
If you're killed by a shovelhead, you deserve it, Jude. I've taught you better than that.
Oh my god. I'm not saying I would get killed by a shovel head exactly. I just meant in the course of the whole invasion.
Vincent's gonna kind of like lean back in his chair, and he's gonna. You guys a thing?
What do you
Man.
what do you mean?
Oh, never mind. It's a secret thing. I'm sorry. Miss Abigail, right?
Yes. You can drop the miss. I'm just an Abigail.
Well, I just wanted to be gentlemanly. It's very hard
Huh.
to see that, especially in these trying times.
Understood.
So the fucking Sabbat. Where have you seen him at? In Victoria, in Surrey,
In
where?
Vancouver.
Ah,
And we have reason to believe that a bishop is coming
where?
to Vancouver and the surrounding area.
Like really soon.
So no one's put a beat out on this motherfucker. No one's tried to find this thing. You are.
I don't know what Cassius has done behind the scenes, Abigail. I don't know.
From what I understand, they don't know who the bishop is. They just know that the one is coming.
That's not good. I don't like that. You are, Abigail. You're a. My notes are right, and you'll see him kind of like pull a tablet out from his lap.
Oh, you have notes. How delightful.
You are witch, right? The Tremere.
I mean, I feel like witch calling us witches is perhaps a little passe, but certainly.
Look, if we're cutting the bullshit, I'm just saying what I wrote down. I have no problem with the Tremere. I'm not like some of the other people who feel like, ooh, you know.
Yes, I am a witch, so to speak. Yes.
Yeah,
If you
me,
want to
me
call it-
too.
Yes,
Don't
her
take
as well.
personal offense to it, but
Oh
Me
no,
too.
there's no offense taken. It's simply it is what it
Oh.
is.
Yeah, I mean, you
Oh.
see, I'm a witch.
he'll kind of lower his glasses a little bit. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that a Karna thing?
Actually, yeah.
No one else knows about that?
Yeah, Mordecai. People know about it.
Come on.
I was actually in Milwaukee for a while.
I'm
with
sorry.
Well, yeah. Yeah. It
You
didn't
should be-
turn out too good. But
Yeah.
that's okay. I made it out, and I haven't found anybody, else that has like, been with Karna and stuff here yet, but I try to tell people about it. But
Sure.
yes.
There are a lot more people who are friendly to Karna than you imagine here. Some of them are a little bit more subtle about their appreciation for Karna. And some of us are advocates for Karna.
And Jude can like barely contain her glee like right now. Like a smile is just a huge smile is just like threatening the corners of her mouth, and she's just kind of nodding enthusiastically and being like, yeah.
So, Snake Dude, and what are your thoughts on this? Since you've come with this lovely posse.
The Sabbat endanger my business holdings.
And what business holdings would that be?
Name them.
Oh.
I pull out a card, hand it to Vincent's lieutenant. Would be so kind as to take that to your employer.
He bristles at that and he's like, I ain't your stooge.
Bring it to me, Mac.
Fine. He grabs it from you, like snaps it out of your hand type thing, and he like
so close.
puts it down on Vincent's desk.
Presents him across the room. This ragtag bunch
Ragtag, I like
have
that.
become my closest allies in this city.
Yeah.
And the things that we have discovered and uncovered together are disturbing to the sheer volume and the sheer magnitude of the threat.
Name two.
Sabat. Name two what?
Give me two. These
Two
things
what?
that you've discovered.
Well, the one, the bishop,
Mhm.
and two that not many of the kindred in the Camarilla can be trusted because of connections to Sabat. We have no direct proof, but we are still uncovering what we can.
So instinct. You know what they say, trust your gut. At least that's what the blood have.
Kept
the blood
myself
breeders
alive
got.
this long and gotten me out of the South. So.
And you, Mr. Giovanni, have you been impacted by this as well?
See, anywhere we do business would be impacted by this. Dealing with the Cavalier is reasonable business, above board for the most part. If you have a broad definition of the term above the board. Dealing with the Anarchs, of course, is always good business. The running of money, weapons, certain other product is always done of our family, and your barony is quite well. The Sabat, though, they tend to take and then destroy. So it would be against my family's interests to have them roll into this city and breach the Masquerade all over the place, wind up the Second Inquisition, piss off the Garou, and generally make it Vancouver a very unhospitable place to be. I have a lot of business ties growing in this city. I would like to see them continue to grow.
Where is your family on, what was it, something, your plot is note. Remember your family, well, your clan, I've been hearing talk that there is some Nagaraja hanging around here.
I have not heard from my family that there have been. I have, however, asked that if there are other members of the Hekata that can be directed into this area to assist, it would be appreciated. If they are friendly towards the family, then I look forward to meeting them. And if they aren't, then we'll handle them as we handled them when we have issues with them.
Okay.
But it is interesting to hear that there may be some of the Nagaraja in the area.
Okay. Points to the lieutenant. I get some good intel from him. So, Miss Abigail, why should I assist you guys with allyship? What's in it for me?
Well, the bigger the army that we have against the Sabat incursion, the more chance we all have of surviving, because they'll throw a lot at us at first, and we need as many good heads as we can get, so to speak. People with good heads on their shoulders, if you want to put it that way. And we imagine that closer to our home of Vancouver, so to speak, the Garou, the Changelings, and the Mages might be a little bit upset about having the Sabat come in, because they'll be a lot less hospitable than the rest of us are. as you've probably had your dealings with mages and such as well, we try and all keep on the you keep out of our way, we keep out of yours, but the Sabbat probably won't do that.
You know, the Sabbat can also bring down, fucking, the Inquisition down.
Well, they could, but they'll take us all down with them.
Of course, they could most certainly do that. I've been hearing some stuff from the States, too, about what's going on in certain places.
They're more likely to accidentally hurt the Inquisition than to do it on purpose. It'll be unfocused, as the Sabbat always are. They are messy, violent, dangerous.
And that means we should focus so that we can counter the unorganized nature that I'm hearing about. I don't really know that much about the Sabbat, to be honest. So I'm just trying to help out.
The Sabbat have their own organization. It tends to be on a cell level, however, if you really want to look at it. And the wonderful advantage that the rest of the sects have over the Sabbat is that those cells are often competing with and against each other.
I see. So your name is Jude, right?
Yep.
Wisconsin. Okay. You are Ja. Yeah. Okay. Couple. Check. Okay.
Wait.
So you make a valid point, as Abigail. Are you the leader of this coterie?
Oh, absolutely not. I try and keep my head out of things and let others do the work of leading. I prefer simply to do what I can to be a support.
So Jude, you're the leader.
I would say she's closer to the leader.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely have some leadership duties. Like, I own the shop where we all get together and it's like safe. And then, but like Duran is like, he's like wheeling and dealing and like the money man. And then Mordecai is like the face and like everybody likes him and like he's cool and he has all these people, that he can like call on. He's got this big mansion and lots of stuff goes on there. So
yeah. Most Giovanni too do tend to have money, per my notes and just interactions with them, they seem to have all the loonies. But
yeah, so we all kind of have our things. And then Ja, I mean, of course, he's like the badass assassin who just like is just like always in the shadows waiting to strike.
I get it. So you are the leader of this group.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
I saw that eyebrow.
I was just thinking about this
you.
television show I saw on net, whatever it is,
So
Captain Earth or Captain something, and there's 4 disparate elements, and the fifth
Captain
one is
Planet.
heart.
are you talking about Captain? What?
I wasn't sure if we could actually identify it on the screen.
What is?
Oh, my bad.
What is? Is
4 disparate elements, and the 5th one being heart.
Are you sure he's not a Malkavian?
I've been compared to a Toreador any number of times.
Toreador is usually what that's what people usually say.
I'm getting Malkavian.
Are you referring to the references that he's making? Are you? Did you get the reference that he was making?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, so we all have the different parts.
Jude is the conscience that holds this coterie together.
I'm the youngest, so it kind of just makes sense.
So you're the one that has all the sway.
It appears that way at times.
Smart girl. There's nothing like having a coterie with a powerful woman leading it. I say that. So,
And Jude is like.
So, I've heard your proposal. Counter proposal. I hear what you're saying about the Sabat. I hear what you're saying about the Camarilla being weasels. I mean, we fucking knew this for the longest time. If I had a say, I'd burn Elysium to the fucking ground. There'd be no fucking prince. There'd be no fucking Camarilla. Straight
Well,
Okay, so honest
Oh,
question.
well.
I've got to ask you. I mean, we're all being honest with each other here. Did you
Yes.
burn Elysium to the ground?
Not this time.
All right.
I would
I
be
just
honest
want-
to tell you that.
I mean, I don't know if you are telling me the truth or not, but I'm going to assume that we're all being honest here and that you didn't do that because,
Come
I
on,
mean, if you
Baron.
saw it,
Come on, Baron.
well. Yes.
Do you know my clan?
Of course I know your clan. I mean,
you think I would just go around and not say shit about me fucking blowing its bitch up? No.
I mean, there would be the whole, news cycle.
Yeah.
Yes, I could see this happening.
And
yes.
that's when you hire someone like me to make sure that anyone who has something to say shuts the fuck up.
Indeed. Clean up.
I'm getting a very drow thing from him.
What's a drow?
Ooh, you could get
Nice.
a panther.
Nice. Would you? No.
Don't worry about it.
A
I know you're
panther?
so it's all good. So counter proposal about that. There is an issue going on that I don't really care too much for. A couple of my guys have disappeared. And my intel runs into a wall. And I'm usually very good with intel. And I don't like it. I don't like not knowing where they are. And if they've at least been ashed, I would like to fucking know where they're at so I could pour one out for them. But it's been rather quiet.
Do you know whereabouts they last were before they disappeared?
Also names.
That's the thing. I knew where they were up until the last moment, and then it just cut off.
Where would that be?
Mac.
Yeah, that was they were up hanging around Granville.
Storyteller, have we been doing anything around Granville? Okay.
No.
Just making sure.
I'm about to
It
say,
was-
these aren't.
It was more recent
Oh
than
God.
I was thinking personally about like the brick and cat.
No,
Yep.
it wasn't Brick.
Okay, great.
So no tentacle portals? All right.
See, so this
that
is
we
the
know
si-
of.
this is the side quest. As I had said before we even got in our vehicles, let's see what the side quest is today.
Side
So,
quest.
see,
You-
so
you play- you
there
play
is
Fallout?
there is a
Fallout's
little.
pretty good.
I'm not really a video gamer type. Not
Would you know what it is?
a little bit, but not since
I'll
the
get him
days.
to play New Vegas. I'll
Not
get him
not
to play
since
New
the days
Vegas.
of Thief. Thief, I played quite
Oh.
nice. I enjoyed that very much.
Classic, man.
It was very classic and very reminiscent of home. So how many of your people have gone missing?
Mac, was it 3 or was it 4?
It was I think 3.
That's what I thought.
And what was there anything that they were charged with doing? Were they investigating something, poking their noses into things, responding to something, or were they just happened to be in Granville and then they're not?
They were keeping an eye on the rack, I think. We have rotating people that we send up there every once in a while.
Okay.
So we'll need to know specifically where in Granville the rack is.
Uh,
Mac,
out of game, the rack is pretty much all of Granville.
Oh,
For the
goody.
most part. Everything that's on the one particular island portion of Vancouver, like West Vancouver-ish.
It's a big island.
Oh. Do you happen to have their mobile numbers, Mr. Vincent?
You don't have to use the Mister.
Well,
Baron or President or Vince for you. I appreciate that.
oh, thank you. All right. Vince.
I do.
All right. If you can give me their mobile numbers, I can pinpoint their last known locations or potentially pinpoint if they are somewhere that is still around here somewhere.
That's that good Tremere tracking shit I've been hearing about. I fucking love that.
Hmm.
Again,
We try.
I say this, and I don't mean any disrespect about the witch comment. It's just y'all's clan gets shitted on for so much. You don't have to.
No, for real.
I actually really, really appreciate that you guys took power. Something we would love to do. Well, we do a lot actually, but what you guys did, top
Breaking the
notch,
bonds, you know.
right? I fucking
Well,
love that. That's hot.
As somebody at some point said to me, you hate us until you need us.
Same here.
Or you hate us because you hate us. One or the other, but it's yes, you hate us because you until you need us, basically.
Same. People don't like us
Until they need.
until they need us to beat somebody up or break some necks or asses or whatever needs to be broken in. Doesn't matter.
I mean, wouldn't it all be better if we just stopped with all the clan rivalries and all this other thing? Just all I mean, we all
Then
have
I
a
wouldn't
common
have
goal.
work.
I know, but
See,
a common goal
this
is
guy. How do you guys
Only
think the
common
witch-
goal we have is survival.
Is there no
Everything
witch?
else is just random bullshit we come up with to try to maintain our humanity.
sorry,
don't
Vince,
like
you were saying?
Wait, hold on. You don't like your humanity? You like being a monster?
No, I've just accepted that I am one, and that's the problem that I see a lot of other kindred don't. You can't understand how human you are if you don't understand that you're not.
I see. He's a keeper, Jude. He's a keeper. I'm happy for you. But yes, if you can locate these guys, I'd be more than happy to consider your offer and make it do what it has to be done, you know.
Were they all the same clan as yourself, Vincent?
Well, they all Bruja, Mac. Was there a venture on there?
There's a Toreador and a Bruja, I think.
Yeah, that's right. It's been a long couple of nights in trying to find them. So forgive me, my mind's a little loose.
Well,
They're
Mr.
one of
Vincent, can you
those.
give me their
Told you.
phone numbers just ever so
told you.
quickly?
We don't want their
That's
names.
just what she does, Vince.
Or just drop the mystery. But yes, I can give you the numbers. And he'll kind of, still in his desk, he'll kind of lean back and pull out a drawer. And he'll take out another tablet and write numbers down. And he'll, Mac, pass that to her. Come on, man.
Abigail stands up, goes over to Vincent, just takes the note. No need for standing on as.
See, fucking Mac, you made a lady fucking walk.
No need
That's
to
fine.
put on airs. Talk amongst yourselves, and Abigail's gonna go and sit down in a corner on a chair. She's just gonna pull out her laptop. She's gonna pull out her cell phone, basically make herself a mobile hotspot, secure it, and she's
Make
gonna
some
roll
rolls.
some dice.
Start rolling dice.
Yeah.
Vincent's
Yes.
going to
Rolling
turn
lots
on-
of dice.
Vincent's going to turn on all.
Yeah, Vincent and all can talk amongst themselves because I think how many rolls do I need to make? One for each?
One for each, yeah.
Okay, cool. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
Jude,
Yeah.
he talked to you a little bit about Karna.
Yeah, definitely. Did you ever meet her?
I was this close to being.
Yeah, same here. Never
I had
actually
it.
did, but kind of just rolled with a group of followers in Milwaukee while she was there.
You have to be careful in Milwaukee. My presence there is. Ugh.
Damn, they're there too?
There.
I guess
This,
they just weren't.
you know, we thought they were all gone when Atlanta fell, but apparently there's still some scragglers and enough around to make more of a fucking issue for fucking kindred on the face of the fucking Americas.
Yeah, but it's like at the same time, I mean, I wasn't even thinking about the Sabbat in Vancouver because we've come into contact with like so many other types of like supernatural creatures that I like never even saw, like the werewolves and then the mages and then the changelings. Like I never like
The
I didn't
Guru,
see
the
any
fucking
of that.
spellcasters, the
They
weird
have
fucking
robots.
people.
Did you know that?
Now that I did not know.
The mages have robots and they're really tough.
How
So
old
watch
are
out
you?
for them. Huh?
How old are you?
Um, I'm 30. I was embraced when I was 20. Or wait, um, yeah, I was embraced when I was 25, and so like I'm 31, 30.
So young, yet so smart. That's good.
Thank you. Like
Appreciate that.
that.
That's good. Who sired you? Wasn't Karna herself, was
No,
it? If I
no.
may ask.
Yeah, no. And it's weird because Jude sort of like takes a second because she's like I don't even think ever said her sire's name out loud to the coterie. Um, so she's like, yeah, her name was Raya, and um, you know, she was we were she was my girlfriend,
Mhm.
and
Oh, okay.
we like were together, and then basically it was like this really cool like artists and like witches and this
Mhm.
whole like commune feel in Milwaukee, and like um she thought I fit in, and I mean I'm a street kid, so it's like
You're not
I
a
didn't have
street
anywhere
kid.
else to go.
You're too beautiful to be a street kid.
Um, Thank you.
Make sure
Um,
John knows that. He needs to tell you that.
if Jude could sweat, she would just be like Jordan Peele in that Key
Yeah, I
and
just
Peele
looks
sketch.
puzzled throughout all of this. Like, what the fuck?
He'll kind of glance over at John. Who the fuck made you?
Another Banu, of course. Then they left me.
Oh, so sorry. Kind of common for them and the gangrel.
That's okay. I got left to far more capable hands.
Hmm. Is that why you're walking around with that points to that sword pig sticker on your back?
This sword is as much a part of me as my arm.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like in action, it's just like it like glows and it can like come back. Like it's really awesome.
So he's cool, Bora.
Some
You ever
secrets are meant to be kept, sir.
watch anime, Jude?
No, never. That's an area of my pop culture education that is really lacking. I like a lot of different stuff and like lots of shows and movies, but I'm coming across lots of references that I don't understand recently, and that's new for
Yeah.
me.
You more than welcome to come back here and go watch anime together. It's perfectly fine. I got drinks. I got food.
Yes, you can teach her about the laws of equivalent exchange.
Prestitation.
That sounds scary.
No.
Yeah, no, I mean hopefully, if we, we survive the Sabbat, we can do
And
that.
we'll survive the Sabbat. Don't worry about it. You, Mr. Snake Charmer,
Yes.
where did you get that? And he kind of points at that asp.
Oh, you can find them online.
Hmm. I thought someone may have given that to you.
Nope. Amazon.
Amazon. Huh.
You hear Abigail whisper under her breath, "Frickin' Jeffrey."
Bees strikes again.
I did no such thing.
Mr. Giovanni,
See,
when you're done with this, I can tell you more about the couple of Nagaraja I've heard around.
that would be greatly appreciated. Grazie.
I will give you a small hint, though. They're not as family oriented as your group is.
See, as far as I understand the history as it came about in the last few decades, not all the Nagaraja walked through the gates to join the Hekata. There are still quite a number who are working independently.
Or they're pretending to be serial killers.
That comes with the territory for that particular part of our clan.
I've just been hearing some things. News gets to me quite a lot.
See,
Are you the second in command to this coterie, or?
I offer advice where it is requested and assist with the particular skills of my family.
Yeah,
I-
he helps out a
I-
lot.
I don't know that we have a solid hierarchy. It is more one that flows depending on the situation's needs. While Senora Jude tends to be the moral compass that keeps us pointed in the right direction, the other four of us all have our particular strengths.
So you're saying, since you guys said you're Camarilla adjacent, so you'd be the seneschal. And Pokey McPoke there with the pig sticker would be the sheriff, right?
One could look at it that way, and Senor Mordecai would be our harpy.
Yeah, I kind of figured that with the cheap asp thing. Looks kind of Toreador like, but no offense.
None taken.
You
I've been
are
called
not
worse.
a Toreador, though. Right.
Abigail, did you find anything?
Yes.
Um,
Abigail.
Yes, I actually, last I can see, they were at the Rock Shop, which is a store that has a lot of actually interesting items. It might be actually of interest to you, Vincent. It's Vince, sorry.
Rebuilt.
Yes. Oh, I heard about that. Yes, it was an explosion, but it has been rebuilt, and they sell things like band T-shirts and spiked collars, things like that. It is actually quite an interesting shop. I personally have gotten a few items there myself. So that is apparently. No, no, not a hot topic. Nothing so gauche.
Hey, 2002 Hot Topic was pretty cool.
I agree.
I know.
My
Secretly,
God,
yes,
this
I
is
know.
actually happening.
I had some cool shit in there back in the day. One of these, he kind of points to one of the records on the wall. I got one of those from there too.
So yeah, I
That's
mean,
Papa Roach, right? By the way.
oh,
Nicely
interesting.
done.
So yes, the Rock Shop. I don't know, Mr. Vince, sorry, you might be interested in it as well. It might be right up your alley, actually. But that was where they were last seen.
Mac.
Yeah.
So, the rock shop. No one got to me and told me anything like this.
We don't have like tech, that, right? We don't have any hackers. We don't have any Nosferatu or whatever.
We need to employ some now. So, probably need to open a Craigslist ad or something. Is that still a thing?
It's still a thing, but I don't know if we should use it.
There are ways to get around it. You don't have to tell everybody that you're a blah blah. Like, it doesn't have to go that way.
I don't know. I heard the Nos are actually working on the Nosferatu net or whatever.
A repeat of ShrekNet? Oh, come on, bro.
Yeah, that's what I heard. There's like a Malkavian talking about it the other day.
Oh, that's an absolute lie. There's no ShrekNet.
I don't know. It's just what I'm hearing. Like, gotta keep your ears about you. Pay attention to the rumors and shit.
Okay. So, Sheriff Assamite. Are you good at tracking? Since this is what are your clan specialties. I mean, Miss Abigail dance circles around you, but how quick can you find these people?
Abigail and I are complementary to each other, I suspect.
Are you? I mean,
Yeah, it's like analog and digital.
Yes.
those are not complementary. No one hardly ever uses analog, but whatever.
Well, analog is digital and digital is analog. They can fit to each other.
You're talking about the fastest gaming PC versus a MacBook Air. I mean,
Listen, we're all important here, and we have our own thing.
you're the most important.
Do you know how assassins work, Mr. Vincent?
I do. It's barren to you.
We have handlers, we have dossiers,
Mm-hmm.
we seek, and we destroy.
I've played Assassin's Creed. I know how you guys work.
Oh, congratulations. Now you have a reference based on a video game that absolutely is not based in any reality and dives into history that makes absolutely no fucking sense.
He's very sensitive about this.
Might want to tone it down there.
Nonetheless,
Yeah.
much like you have information on us, once we have information on a target, we find them. I'll find them.
How many souls have you slain tonight?
Tonight,
Yes.
none.
That's
Like this young.
the night is quite young.
There's still time.
I'd actually like to see how you work there, son.
It's awesome.
I'd like to see if you'd put, what's old to do it now, Desmond Miles out of business. How
You know who Fatima is.
would I know who Fatima is? ST.
You would have heard rumors, but it's one of those like kind of like Karna-esque things, only more removed.
Okay.
She is the most dangerous assassin that the Banu Hakim have ever produced.
Is she dead?
No, she taught me.
Oh, you were taught by the master themselves. Impressive. Impressive. Very, very, Connor and his father from Assassin's Creed. So I get it. I get it. You're looking a little hungry. You want something to eat. Is he hungry? Folks, is he hungry? Mr. Giovanni, are you hungry? Would you like something to eat?
No, but grazie. The offer is greatly appreciated. Your hospitality is recognized and accepted, and not quite in the mood. And my family have dietary restrictions I argue with my sire about quite often.
I mean, I have a whole mini fridge back here. I have stuff for Ventru, Wayward Kindred who have been injured. Even got something a little extra spicy. There was a nun that got murked a couple days ago. She had the best blood ever. The only thing she ever had that kicked her kidneys was Ovaltine.
Does sound attractive. I am wondering if we should take a stroll down to this rock shop now, and being the time that it is.
I say yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. I think the sooner we get to them, the better. We don't know if they're still around, if they're attached to their phones, so to speak. There's no way of knowing that they'll actually be there tomorrow night, so we should probably deal with that tonight.
See,
Mr. President,
Yes.
what do you gain?
The knowledge that my fellow brethren are safe, or if they're not, they can be put to rest, and I can get more people. It's unfortunate. I don't like replacing people. I don't have to. But if they're gone and got themselves fucking ashed, I at least like to fucking know.
No, I get that. That's the camaraderie is legendary among the NRs.
Okay, Mr.
My
Lord,
point,
be
though.
honest. Tell me straight up. What is it you really want to know?
What do I want?
What do you really want to know? What are you really only asking me?
I'm wondering,
Yeah.
what's in it for you? The threat of the Sabbat is imminent. The threat of the Camarilla is negligent in this city. They do enough to leave those of us who have enough sense to keep our heads down alone, which is why I'm here. What do you gain for letting the Sabbat run rampant through the city?
I gain absolutely nothing
Exactly.
for letting the Sabbat run. Because if they fuck around and try to do some shit, I lose business. I lose men. I lose women. I lose those in between. I lose another fucking Hayabusa. You know how much those things fucking cost?
Exceptional. Speaking of, I think I have a Roach, a Papa Roach record as well. I've had something in my archives for a long time. I'll send it to you as a thank you for hosting us this evening. No, I'm just idly.
Your curiosity intrigues me. Continue.
Business is good.
Yes. But and
Well, no, there's
Vincent
been a number
will
of.
actually walk a little closer to Mordecai and kind of close some distance.
I'm just idly curious because of the rash of disappearances of the Anarchs of late. A number of baronies have been usurped. The Camarilla seem to have tried to make headway here or there.
The Camarilla will never have this place.
Well, let's hope not.
There's no hope needed. It's not gonna fucking happen. I will cut the neck of any fucking cam fucker that wants to plant their little royal asses in my home.
I like
this
this.
one
I
does
like
have
this guy.
bite.
This guy has style. I
Ah,
like
this
guy.
is what I was looking for.
What were you expecting? An anarch baron that couldn't hold their own?
Oh no, not at all.
or an Anarch Baron who is not the car. I like this one.
What?
Yeah.
It's
Don't-
a joke. It's a
don't.
joke. Don't
It's-
worry
Yeah,
about
no,
it. It's an
it's-
inside joke.
Consider
It's an inside
consider
joke,
it
yeah.
a pop culture reference.
Mm.
Sure, that's what we'll call it.
See, now are we going to this rock shop place?
Yes,
I
absolutely.
say yes, but I just want to state for the record, I will start at the middle, not the bottom, not the top. If any camp person decides they want to shake their ass here and not pay me for the pleasure, get it right in the middle, and then spread like a fucking virus and take them all out one by one. And I don't know if it's maybe more of the Assamites thing, but I collect ears. But
I collect fingers.
well,
You can do things with entire hands, and actually, if you come
collect-
upon a good skeleton,
Memories.
Okay, maybe it's time to go now.
Testosterone.
we used to have a member who collected guru in bits. She was interesting, she was.
What happened to that member?
Your family things called her away. She
Oh,
had to leave the city.
she was chased out.
I don't think so.
Not really.
I think she packed up her guru bits and went to visit
She's
others.
one of those who do things on their own terms.
Very much so.
Sounds like a true anarch.
See,
But before we
Subtle, Jude.
go off
Very
and do
subtle.
this is quite pressing. Why aren't any of you on the good side of the good fight? Why are you adjacent? Why haven't you come over to the good side? The good fight. You know, protecting what's one of yours and doing whatever the fuck you want to do. But also, I will give the cam this. The Masquerade was pretty fucking genius. But, you know.
We
sorry.
don't know who to trust in the cam. And full disclosure, I'm apparently a primogen as well. So, but we don't
Wait.
know who to trust in the cam.
I always
And
forget that.
any anarch.
Just-
Wait.
Oh fuck.
see, she's a witch and the primogen.
Oh, it
And
sounds like
Baron.
someone didn't put their dossier together all that well.
But that's irrelevant. What we're saying is that the cam, and I'm saying this full disclosure, I am a primogen and we don't trust the cam. We don't trust the cam. We don't, well, I mean, we work with the cam in the sense of Mr. Giovanni has his ties, but we don't know who in the cam is already Sabat and who isn't. We at
See-
least have the knowledge that the anarchs, at least some of them, would rather be ashed, so to speak, than to turn to the spot.
If it makes you feel any better, several members of the Camarilla want us dead.
I know the
Yeah,
cam,
true.
but I want you dead. They don't really particularly trust your clan at all.
No, not just me.
All of
Us.
us. This coterie is a threat somehow to some
So
of them.
you're the ones that everybody's been talking about through the chat.
See, and this gets me. I send invites out to kindred of note, and we're ignored because nobody knows us. And yet apparently everybody knows us. I'm not
Everybody
sure
fucking
how
knows
this
you.
logic is working so far.
It's like a cult hit. Like we didn't get mainstream success at the box office, and like
Are
it
you
was
saying
considered
we're
a
the
flop because we didn't make a
Macarena?
profit.
No,
We're the
we're-
Macarena.
No, we're the Rocky
No.
Horror Picture Show.
Exactly.
Repo the Genetic Opera.
Or that.
See, that one too.
Everybody.
Yeah, so like people talk about it, but it's like certain people and not like everybody. But and then Jude kind of like puts her hands on the tops of her thighs and like stands up from the couch and she's like, "Well, I would like to punch something soon, so if we could get going, that'd be great."
I can think of no better reason to go than that.
I agree, Jude.
I agree.
Okay, so we head out to the cars.
You going with them, boss?
Yeah. I'll go scope it out.
All right. I'll
as
stay
we're walking-
here.
Unless you want to come with me.
I don't.
Okay, good. Because then you have to ride in the bitch seat.
Yeah, I'm not red inside jar.
There's no side.
Maybe cupcake.
You'd be in the bitch seat, holding on to my.
I think if this one comes, it would
yeah.
be the cupcake, Mordecai. That one is a cupcake for sure.
I'm not saying one way or the other. I have no opinion. I got my ride.
I'm gonna get my guns. So I'll see you guys out there.
So crude.
And
Every one of us has a Naruto or anime sword like you do, so.
Some people stab, some
Fuck
people
you.
shoot, some people do other shit.
the lieutenant goes out and basically opens up the side panel of the jukebox so you can all retrieve weaponry.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that you've kept this safe.
See, no one died their final death. Go
Yet.
us.
Yet.
Everything's cool.
So everyone's making their way out to the vehicles.
Storyteller, as we're
That's me.
making our way through the bar and out the door, Abigail's letting everybody go out the door before her. And I have just rolled 12 times while we've had this lovely conversation. I've got a 4, a 6, a 1, a 6, a 2, a 5, a 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4 in terms of how many successes I have. So I want to make 12 of those cell phones that are in the bar all simultaneously turn on and start playing better music. And by better music, I mean
Subjectively.
every day is Halloween.
Ugh.
Every day is Halloween. Okay.
So-
Abigail is a
That's
troll.
better?
This
There
is hilarious.
is-
You're always doing shit like this.
There is a cacophony of just ridiculous music.
Because they'd be set off a little bit.
Yeah,
staggered.
they're not all set off at the same time. So it's like you hear one as Abigail is walking through the bar. It basically is like this person over here, this person over here, this person over here. You start hearing the same song kind of repeat over and over and over again. Apparently 12 times.
Yeah, but Abigail's at the last one at the bar just so that she doesn't have to subject anybody else to it, and just so that, you know. Yeah. Anyway.
I guess
I'll-
Vince will get some guns, and I guess as he's locking the door and coming out, he's like, "The fuck is all this?"
I don't know, boss. It's weird. You have weird friends.
Hey, they're not my fucking friends.
Sure they aren't.
Dread gaze.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Mac, no!
It's true. He was giving him a lot of sass. Mac deserves this one. Let's be honest. Where is my dread gaze kicking at? There we go. Charisma plus presence versus his composure and resolve. Nope, that's the wrong dice box. It's this one.
Charisma plus presence. Okay. Charisma and presence. I'm gonna search just to see for funsies. And I dropped the dice. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
We got a success. Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna add 2 more.
Yeah, you won.
Oh, Death Morocco.
I gave
No
him.
success.
Yeah, he's got 6
4,
dice on that, and he rolled 1. So yeah,
4,
you
5,
win.
6, 7, 8.
Yeah, he bolts it in the other direction.
And I'm gonna like if he bolts, I'm just gonna like slowly walk towards him, and just let out a very quiet hiss. Just,
Yeah, he's gone.
I want to get him into a wall, and just if I can get him to a wall, I'm just gonna like want him practically shitting himself.
You're
Yeah,
Michael Myersing this man. That's what you're doing. You straight up Michael Myersing him.
And I'll make my fangs come out, and I'll just kind of drag them around his neck. If you fuck with me again, I'll rip both of your ears off and feed them to you.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm not. Nope. Nope. Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
Now, find you some fucking business and stay in it.
Yeah, he's run away.
And then I'll walk out. Do I see the ragtag?
You see them piling into their respective vehicles.
I'll put on my helmet on my black and gold Hayabusa. And you'll hear the and I'll peel out first, just to get out.
And everyone else is basically following suit in various vehicles.
See,
Yep.
All right, so let's fast forward it to the rock shop. The rock shop has been rebuilt. If anybody paid attention to the other particular game that we had running, it kind of went away for a little while.
Exploded.
Minor gas leak.
My bad.
So it is basically back where it was before in Granville Street. It is a gray brick building, like the large cinder blocks, and it is only one story, but it is fairly large on the inside. It's kind of like a theater, like an old school theater that's separated from everything else. It has like a huge sign on the front that says Rock Shop. In the windows you can see various like t-shirts from metal bands and such, and it is actually still open at this particular point in time in the evening for some reason.
Storyteller, what time is it approximately?
That's me. It's approximately about 1 a.m.
Okay, so
So if we're doing investigating, this is not my forte, so I'm rousing prowess.
And just another quick question. So the rock shop is like strictly just like a retail establishment, or
As far as you know.
Okay.
And I failed.
Prowess is an odd investigation ability.
No, I'm just anticipating.
Right. Okay. And you hear, Mordecai, you should eat something. It's concerning.
It's not concerning. I will eat something. That's the whole plan.
It's very concerning.
Why do you think I'm focusing on strength?
You should investigate, though. Can't really investigate.
They're much
if you're
better.
breaking things.
They're the nerdy ones. They can do the googly-eyed, glassy, looking at weird things. That's not my forte. My forte is charm and knocking down walls.
I suppose. So how is everyone else investigating?
Ja also does the same thing and gets hungrier.
Yeah,
We know
there's
what we're doing.
almost like, it's kind of like, when you see an explosion in a movie and their hearing kind of like fades out. You kind of get that, but it's you're overpowered by all the people in your head, and it seems like an argument's going on. And they're like, oh no, whoa, wait, hold on, come on, guys, we gotta talk to him. Like, okay, we gotta eat something, for fuck's sakes, man.
We've all decided you need to eat something.
And there's like, as he finishes saying that, there's still a cacophony of people in the background. Like, well, you should. Oh, don't forget to tell him to, like, there's probably somebody in the back alley. He can go and he can eat them. Yeah. I know. Like, just come on, man. You got to eat something.
Somebody here will probably be at least satisfying, if not delicious.
And there's another loud cacophony of just people talking over each other, and there's arguments going on. You can hear like,
Shut up or I'll add like 10 more to you and make this council thing even more difficult.
oh, come on, man.
Did we tell him he forgot to turn off the stove?
Oh man, I left the water on.
Oh no.
Ja just starts running down the street. So how is everyone investigating this particular thing other than the rousing of various potence powers?
Roused resolve, and then did sense the unseen with resolve and aspects, killed the willpower, and I have 4 successes.
That's never a good sign. The rock shop itself, when you close your eyes and open it to the sense the unseen, to the supernatural realms, the rock shop itself, when you look at it, it seems like it's kind of weird. It kind of looks like a flesh wall that you're looking at.
Sorry, a flesh?
I'm so glad I don't have this power.
Did you
Yep.
say flesh?
Yep.
Okay.
Trevor's back, baby.
There seems to be like blood circulating in the wall itself.
You found your meat room,
You have no idea why it's doing that.
And everybody's still outside of the shop?
Trevor.
Mhm.
I'm gonna
I'm
turn around and
also
I'm gonna say, there is the building is covered in I think they're called homunculi. It's a flesh. It's a living, breathing flesh. It's gooey and gross and
What do we see?
The rest of you see a gray brick building.
Okay,
No,
I'm
seriously.
going to drop
Okay.
Eyes of Oblivion, of course, and take a look.
You don't see anything amiss.
Are there any spirits around the shop? Are there any ghosts in the area?
There are none, surprisingly.
Surprisingly, I'm also going. Okay, now this is okay. Hang on. So rouse first, and I fail that.
Duran,
See, Padre,
you're disappointing me, Duran.
I'm busy. Allow me to be busy and disappoint you at the same time.
Well, that would be par for the course, as the Chowder are saying these days.
See,
You should
how am
prepare
I
yourself for
disappointing you this time?
Giancarlo.
See,
He's coming out like
I am-
It's only a couple of days. I've been paying
Giancarlo is
attention.
coming.
I
Oh,
am
no.
I am arranging a wonderful hotel room for him to stay in. I am sad that you yourself, Padre, will not be joining us. It has been a long time since I have actually seen you in the flesh.
Snicker.
And by the way, just for Vincent, for Joe, when Duran talks to his beast, he does so out loud, quietly, but out loud.
Mm-hmm.
We're all. we're all.
This will make a note of that.
Gee,
I also roused my wits and I did pass. And I rolled the wits and aspects also for sense the unseen. I only got 2 though.
You see the same thing.
I see the flesh.
Mhm.
And I'm sorry. So okay. Where is it? Like what side of the building, or is it like the whole thing?
When you blink and your
The
eyes
buildings.
kind of reveal it, it kind of looks like it's contained inside the building, but it is definitely a giant flesh square.
Cool
thing.
beans.
Okay, so I just did where the shroud thins
Okay.
to see how thin the shroud is here, and I got 8 successes.
The shroud is like a brick wall here.
Oh.
It seems to have been, with that many successes, you've seen
Yeah.
this before with other members of the Hekata. There is means of making the shroud thicker in certain areas, and
Yep.
this would be kind
There
of along
are
those lines.
There are ceremonies, and they always leave a certain kind of feel.
Oh yeah, you're definitely
Mhm.
getting that.
Damn it! I don't think I've
Alright,
got
fuck this. Rousing charisma, turning on awe, walking inside.
I'll work on Trevor.
No, I'm kidding. I'm just messing with you.
Sarlacc pit.
You
Goodbye,
walk in.
Mordecai.
I'm there for it.
You walk
So-
inside.
So I will quietly say I'm following Leroy Jenkins apparently again.
Vincent
like
will walk
chicken.
up to Jude and put his hand on Jude's shoulder. Hey, sweetheart, what do you see?
Okay.
Hey,
um, Jude does like the blinking to sort of do the sense the unseen. It looked like there's this giant like square of flesh stuff inside. That can't be good.
It's a homunculus thing. It's
Vincent
oh.
kind of look at between her and the building and just kind of like, I don't see it.
So this,
Yeah, it's
this place is
there.
like Arby's.
But,
It has the meats.
Do we even have the
No.
names of these dudes?
Get out of here.
he'll lean
So-
in towards Jude's ear and whisper. He was like, I don't see it, but I trust you and I trust Karna. So I'll take your word for it.
And Jude nods as sagely as one like Jude could possibly nod. And she said, okay, yeah, we're gonna figure it out. And then she, I guess, sees Mordecai and Duran sort of heading for the front of the building. And the reason that we can tell it's still open is because like there's lights on. And
Yeah, there's
like, an
lights
open
on inside.
sign and,
Yep.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay, so yeah, Jude's gonna sort of just fall in, maybe just at a slight distance behind Duran, and just investigation begins as we go inside, I suppose.
Ja and Abigail.
Abigail's gonna keep up the sense the unseen, and she's gonna look at John and say, should we just go in then? I mean, I'm ready if you are.
Yeah, let's do it.
Everybody else? Yes?
Vincent, everybody else is pretty much already walking towards the building.
Since the since presence is a bit subtle in that way, or at least has a sort of an essence of people don't exactly know it is being used on them, I'm turning it on. Full on
All right.
majesty.
Yeah, everybody else is kind of affected by that because nobody resisted the awe.
Fuck.
That's
I'll
nice.
resist.
So, you walk in, and there's a couple punk-like people, kind of like green hair. There's one with a mohawk, with red hair. They're, the kind of cut-off T-shirt with the denim jacket on. They all kind of start looking towards Mordecai. The shop itself has a bunch of glass cases that are spread out amongst the area, mostly kind of on the outside, kind of circling near the outside walls. And there's kind of like cages that come down that are hanging just above head level for an average about 6 foot person. They're about 6.5, 7 feet in the air. And they have like various band t-shirts, various flags with like Black Flag on it, with various like punk bands. There's just like a whole bunch of like stuff that you would see in like, a t-shirt place that you would go to. There's patches in one glass case. There's belts, various like just trinkets that you would kind of notice in like a punk / dark alternative scene. And the people are just looking at Mordecai right now.
Can we tell if they're kindred or not?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask
Upon
that.
walking in, if you did not turn off Sense the Unseen,
I
you are
didn't.
basically kind of blinded. It's just like overwhelming your sense of sight that you are essentially walking into a giant flesh thing that is not at all natural.
Okay.
Jude's definitely looking at
Okay.
Abigail in
Can
this
I ask an
moment.
odd question that they might know or that they might notice? Is
You
the aura a kindred aura, or is it a?
It is not.
Okay. As Mordecai walks in and goes straight, I'm going to now the doorway. Are we walking in the center of the wall?
It's
left
yeah,
or
it's
right?
it's more the center.
Okay, as he walks in, whichever way he's seeming to be breaking, I'm going to break the opposite way. I'm listening for heartbeats. Do all the people in there have heartbeats?
You hear a very loud heartbeat. that is overwhelming anything else you could possibly be hearing. It's like
Unless those other people are heart beating in the exactly same rhythm, I should still be able to hear them underneath the loud sound.
it's that loud though. It's like, and there's like music playing. Like there's
Okay. I'm
a
gonna
bunch
drop
of music. Yeah,
I'm gonna drop the heightened senses then.
but you would hear like that loud kind of.
Okay. I'm going to drop the heightened senses. And as Mordecai keeps their attention on him, I'm going to stroll towards the back of the store where I would expect the offices to be.
All right,
I'm gonna follow Duran.
Yeah, same.
Ja.
I am actually going to stay with Mordecai because I feel like Mordecai might end up doing something stupid here.
Oh, wow.
He's just wandering around with majesty going on. I was like, everything bad could happen to Mordecai. Because we saw the last time that Mordecai got majesty.
Vincent,
Wow. So much faith.
there seems to be two paths.
We've split the party.
We always split the party.
I'll stay up front.
Okay.
And because Mordecai is just walking around with majesty and no one's really paying attention to Ja, he is using all of his stealthy shit, but he also has a sword out. So he's not extremely stealthy. He's just not making noise.
Yeah, there's nobody paying attention to you whatsoever.
Look at me in a store with a sword.
It's a giant red glowing sword. Like,
Nobody cares. The power of majesty.
Yep, no one cares.
Yeah,
No one
nobody
cares.
cares.
Okay. So looking for offices in the back, stairwells down.
Well, there's the glass cases that are on along the like left-hand side, right-hand side, and far back wall. You can wander behind those because nobody's paying attention to you. Nobody gives a shit. And there is, if you go to the leftmost portion, there is a door there that is basically marked employees only.
Excellent. I'll just push through the door.
You are met with an interesting scene. You see there's kind of a mesh cage. It's kind of a hill, semicircle, and there are 3 people that are kind of tied to it with various like zip ties and like handcuffs, and they seem to be staked. And someone turns around at you, and they have kind of an elongated, kind of alien-looking, sunken eyes type. They're dressed extremely nicely, though, and they're like, "Who?
They always are.
Who are you?"
Ah! Good evening. It is a pleasure to meet you. I'm here for them. You don't want to be in my way right now.
And he's gonna kind of extend claws out of his hands, and he's going to jump at Duran.
Excellent. Okay, my shadow is going up and becoming really fucking big.
Ooh, shadows. I like shadows.
Oh, the rouse. I get to talk to my sire while this is happening.
Duran, what are you doing?
See, I'm about to have dinner. Shut up.
And just so I understand the positioning, so Jude and Abigail are like literally like right behind Duran, like watching this.
Oh yeah, you go walking in, and then like you see like basically from the back of Duran, you see Duran walk in, and then be like, "Yes, hello," and then there's a commotion. There's a commotion that's going to be happening soon.
Okay.
Question. Oh,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask a question. So, do Jude and I see we see the meat thing in there, the meat cube in there, or is it somewhere else?
The meat cube is along the outside walls. Like that's why you're blinded on the way.
So it's
in.
like
We are in the meat cube.
You are
we're
literally in the meat cube as soon as you walk through the front door.
big Hellraiser vibes.
While that is going on, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Joe. Actually, I don't think what I'm about to do is very smart. So
I was curious, since we're at the front, are the kids still captivated?
Oh
by
yeah.
him? snake dude.
They're not looking like you can. It's actually kind of comical. Like you can see Ja, he is being stealthy, and he has his sword out, and it's
So I
glowing.
can see him.
Oh yeah, you can see him, but nobody is paying attention to anybody but Mordecai.
I'm gonna
With
throw up
14
Daunt.
successes.
I'm gonna throw up Daunt.
Now, how many rouses can I do?
As many as you want.
Okay, so I successfully roused strength and stamina both, as well as the rouses for Aura of Decay and Touch of Oblivion.
Jesus.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, I intend to chow
Yeah,
down so
fuck
that my
shit.
sire will shut up.
I thought the rule was that you could only have one attribute roused during combat, though.
I'm fine with it.
Steve has
Just
allowed
making
it in
sure.
the past.
I was like,
I've
I just want to make
noticed.
sure before we come back
Yeah,
to that. And I'm
because
like,
if
there
I'm
you
running
want
around here with like
to-
rouse, strength, and dex, where I'll have 7
Yeah.
in both. Like,
There have been times when it was like wits plus resolve, and both were allowed to be
Yeah.
roused.
Cool.
So
Just
If
making
you
sure.
want to turn on the tap and let all the blood drain out, I'm not going to argue with it.
Yeah, you take the consequences.
so
I throw up
that's 10 of
Daunt
that.
in the front because I want to get these boys or whoever these people are attention.
Okay.
Be scary.
Yeah, you're not really going to be able to do that with 14 successes on Majesty, though.
But
you can
you're
try,
clear
like-
to do whatever you need to do.
Yeah, you can focus on one of them and
Actually,
entrance them if you
scratch
want.
that. Scratch that. Spark of Rage.
But all right.
That works.
I like that. I like
Had
that a lot.
anybody in the
I
game
mean, I could
using
s-
that
I could
before?
switch
so
my-
look at
I
that.
could switch my Majesty and just scare the fuck out of all of them.
Whoop. Spark
I
of
feel
Rage.
Majesty is the correct move right now, personally.
That's
That
what I
would
was
be
thinking.
a rouse check and a manipulation plus potence.
And while he's rolling, when the employees only door opens and we see these 3 staked figures, with Sense the Unseen still up, is there anything like particular to notice about those 3? Or
Nothing.
I guess
Since
And
the,
not-
since the unseen, you wouldn't have been able to make it this far with it still up. As soon as you
Oh,
walk in,
okay.
you would have been blinded because you're basically in a giant unnatural meat cube.
Oh, okay, I see. I better understand now. Okay, that's
said-
cool.
Manipulation and what?
Manipulation plus potence.
I think I want to rouse it again. I passed my rouse check. Let me try it again.
So Duran, there was three
I've-
successes on this side as well for the attack.
Okay, hang on. I completely forgot I'm wearing that dang necklace. So I'm not just doing my shadow. The whole room just went dark.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So those
Yeah.
3 successes, minus some chunk out of that because he can't see shit.
Oh yeah.
But my eyes of oblivion mean that I'm going to hit him with touch of oblivion.
It just got real cold
my-
in the back
my-
room.
My aura of decay was 7 successes.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So
Which part
Nobody
of the
here.
body are you touching? Because he comes forward and he kind of stumbles as soon as the darkness enshrouds him.
son of a bitch. 6 successes on touch of oblivion. I'm going to cup his cheeks and say, "You're lovely. You look marvelous."
Faizan.
I love it, Billy.
You
need
Crystal,
to
baby.
eat.
I'm going to grab him by the face and I'm going to chow down.
Alrighty. Dude, give me a Dex and Brawl.
Okay, Dex and Brawl what would be.
Hey, save some of that for me, hey?
One, two, three, four. 4 out of 4.
Messy critical.
Alright, so yeah, you muckle on. You going for the
And I'm doing 2 ag to their head while I'm doing it
oh yeah.
with the touch of oblivion.
Yeah, that sucked. And that practically took them down completely due to the fact that, you're grabbing onto their head and it's shriveling and crushing and getting all gross.
And yeah, we'll go all the way down. What the heck?
All right. Let
I'm
me
not
just look
pale
up-
enough yet.
Let me just look up those rules. Other than the fact that you just dropped the humanity.
Yep. I need to be. I'm a Giovanni. I'm not
Oh, no.
pale and cold enough yet to be a proper Giovanni.
Need to be much more corpse-like.
Oh yes. Then my sire might shut up.
Maybe.
Are
They don't.
are
They
Jude and Abigail able to perform any actions at this time?
You can, but you don't see anything. The
It
There's
doesn't.
a big black
I don't
cube.
need to see. Yeah, I don't need to actually see
Oh,
anything.
yeah.
Duran stepped in and everything just went completely
I don't
just
actually.
blacked out.
Yeah, I don't actually need to technically see anything. I roused my intelligence again because it's a
Different scene.
it's a new scene. I failed that rouse the first time. so-
Abigail,
Not now, Winston.
you need to
No,
eat.
no.
I don't know why you're hanging out with these punks and ruffians.
I'm a punk and a ruffian.
Balderdash.
All right. Anyway, I'll eat. Okay, it's fine. Okay. So then Abigail is doing extinguish vitae on the meat homunculi thinger majigger, and I have 8 successes.
Everyone hears like a growling, like a large.
Did you have to do that when we're in the meat cube?
Yes.
Great.
I can't do anything because I can't see. So I got nothing here. I'm
Yeah,
just
it is.
staring into the abyss.
It
of
is
the shadows.
vibrating like the floor, like things are starting to
Okay.
fall off the walls.
Mordecai,
I got a
I
message.
think this is a dangerous place to be.
Okay, everybody out.
Is anyone
Okay, so-
grabbing Duran? We
Anyone
will do
grabbing the
those
three
rolls
dudes in the-
later for the sake of expediency. For the, you're muted.
As soon as he drops and crumbles and starts to ash, I stand up and all the shadow comes back in, so the room clears. And that's when I shout, "I have found your 3 peoples."
For the sake of drama, all the shadow just goes into Duran. Oh, I don't know
different
what's
kind of
going on
slurp.
there. Yeah.
Just up his nostrils and
Little X-Files action.
Yeah.
All right, Ja is going to leap, using Soaring Leap over to whatever area they're in and just grab a person who's supposed to be coming out of here. There's nothing else to really kill or worry about.
Is
And I'm gonna unstake people.
okay.
I've got
I don't
I've
care
got
about
I've
them
got
being
I've
unstaked.
got I've got nothing that will break handcuffs or cut through tie wraps or whatever. So yeah, exactly. You can let them loose. I'll unstake them so that maybe they can get out on their own feet.
Wait a
Alright.
minute. Vincent got a messy critical. What on your Spark of Rage? Is that what happened?
Yeah, everybody's running. They're like, ah, it's time to leave. And then they like rush out the front door.
Oh,
Okay,
well, in
cool.
that case,
Oh.
as soon as I let
yeah.
these people
Majesty's not even working.
free, I am going after people. I'm chasing them down. I am hunting them like dogs.
I was gonna say you can probably fireman carry one of the 3 captives.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I know Ja got one, right? And then so
Oh no,
I
Ja,
can get.
once Ja saw people running, oh, he's going into hunter mode. He,
Oh,
fuck
okay.
grabbing
so,
the body. I didn't know people were
Okay.
running. That was before.
Okay. Okay, so can I carry 2 people?
You could carry one person easily, but this is the floor itself is shaking, and
Oh,
it's
okay.
getting a
Okay,
little
well, I
tense
just-
in here.
Yeah, I do just want to take one of them. I'm not going to unstake them and just put them over my shoulder and pretty much start running out with the intention to potentially come back in to get more of them.
Okay. Is Duran grabbing anybody, or just
I can't-
unstaking?
I cannot. I have nothing on me that will break handcuffs or tie wraps.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, I cut everybody free. That was my move.
Oh, so you came in, cut everyone free, and went, see you later, and went running after
Yep,
you.
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay, excellent.
Battle
In that
Royale
case,
mode.
yeah, I'll grab one of them and
Okay.
unstake him and try to hustle him towards the door.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, they're like, as you like, they're like, what is going on? And you're like, come on.
Yep, yeah. We got to get out. We're leaving here. So that's 2 of them.
And then I guess I'll still carry one that is still staked, and I guess I will unstake the other one. So I'm like carrying, and then I like unstake the other one.
Same kind of reaction. Like
same thing. Yeah.
And Abigail grabbed the last one. I roused strength. I have 2 successes for strength and athletics. I'm assuming that's what you're going to make me do. Yeah, I have 2
that's
successes.
pretty accurate.
Okay.
All right. So let's fast forward this to the outside. And they are confused. They don't know what's going on. They seem to be like happy that Vincent's there.
Senor Vincent, these are your 3 missing people.
Grazie. What the fuck happened in there?
They were strapped to this dome thing, and hunks look around, make sure I'm not breaking the masquerade. Hunks of wood in their chests, and there was this person doing something. He didn't have time to explain what he was doing. It was obviously bad, so I took care of him.
Oh, you. Oh. Wait, you ate him? You ate him?
I took care of him.
Oh shit. Okay.
Whatever he was doing to your people, he will not ever again.
What did this fucker look like?
He was about tall, a very longish, strange-looking face, very well dressed. I was very impressed with his sartorial statement.
Very long fingers.
Very long fingers, very elongated bone structure. I would have guessed he was not immediately ugly like one would think of our sewer-dwelling cousins, but I would think he was one of those who shape flesh and bone.
You're talking about the Samizi.
See. In which case, the immediate reaction to meeting one of them is to make sure he gets no chance at doing anything.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I did not think talking was. I like talking, but I like unliving better than talking.
Fair.
Storyteller, a couple of questions. How many front area employees were there?
There was only 3, but
Okay,
now
so Vincent scared 3 dudes out.
Yes.
Okay. And what happened to the building after we all exited?
You have no idea.
Cool. So it still looks like a building?
Mm-hmm.
Is the ground shaking outside?
No.
Okay, cool.
So I guess now would be a good time to mention that Abigail has rolled twice for more extinguished vitae, and I have 5 successes and 4 successes now that we're out of the room.
Now that you're out of the building,
Mm-hmm.
Abigail's taking a humanity stain.
Okay.
You just killed something.
Abigail is feeling like she was protecting her covering.
Abigail can explain it however Abigail wants.
Well, Abigail is feeling remorse, but Abigail feels like that's the only thing that she could do to save the.
I mean, we were fine. Let's be honest.
Speaking of killing things, hey, Ja, what's up?
So I just had some very successful rolls for catching whoever was running.
All 3 of them, or just one?
Just one. I just caught whatever one came first. And yeah, I rolled 9 successes with a messy crit on the catch up with them, and then I rolled another 11 successes with a crit to bite and drain.
All the way?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So next session, Ja isn't going to be very hungry anymore.
Where
So
is Jude while all this is going on?
couple of us are well fed.
I feel like I kind of just booked it out of the building with the guy on my shoulder. I did not actually unstake him. I just kind of wanted to cut and run a bit. So I imagine once I got like outside, like away from the people that are fleeing, that I probably unstaked him at that point, and she's probably just kind of trying to attend to the person and just be like, "It's cool, like you're fine," like. Ugh. So she's just kind of there, like probably talking to them, and probably also just like looking around for where everybody else is ending up.
Vincent will casually walk up to Jude and turn on awe.
I don't think Jude would like have the wherewithal to contest it, so she's probably just sucked in immediately. So her eyes
Hey.
like probably go wide and lock on Vincent.
Hey, you did a good job. I'm very proud of you. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just glad we could get him before something worse happened. That I
Vincent
don't
will
know.
like cup your hands. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for this. You should still, come hang out with me and watch anime for pop culture references.
Yeah, definitely. I want to do that.
What's your taste? I could get you something spicy, something sweet.
I kind of just like to punch him beforehand.
That could be arranged. That's more my aesthetic myself. I'm just, I like what you're doing. I'd like to hang out with you a little bit, talk about Karna, talk about anime, and kind of staying with you and your boyfriend over there. It's kind of interesting. It intrigues me.
And John, or oh my God, Jude's just kind of just staring and is just kind of like nodding, like like yeah, okay, yeah, Karna. Give him my phone out of my pocket.
And he'll
Abigail's jaw drops.
He'll call
What the
his
hell are you doing?
And that's my number. Call me.
Okay.
I really do appreciate that. And he'll get a very friendly hug. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that seems like a good spot to end this particular session. Now that the Anarchs have been rescued and the flesh monster thing has been exsanguinated somehow and
Oh
died.
Lord. Oh, we think about that for
should
a
we
while.
deal with those humanity states?
Not yet.
All right.
Well,
It'll be
one
a
of them.
lot of dust.
One of them isn't a humanity stain for Duran. It's just a straight up humanity loss.
Well, yeah.
Lippy and we'll do that.
We can deal with those particular roles later.
Jaw's target wasn't a kindred?
It was not. It was a human.
Ooh.
Oh well, still delicious.
Yeah. That. Oh yeah, that is the other humanity stain. I guess. Yeah.
Oops,
all right.
sorry.
We'll deal with that later. Anyway, we're running a little bit on the long side, so we'll do a quick round table to let everybody know where everybody's going to be at. Let us once again start with our very special guest. Thank you once again for doing this. Let's start with Joe. Let us know what's going on.
Everybody, I'm Joe, better known as Jake Torador, Nolofanger on Twitter. Follow me on there. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Pornhub, whatever. Anyway, I've enjoyed playing Vincent, so holler at me.
We may have Vincent
Also
return.
enjoy-
It's a
Yeah, also enjoy my office.
yeah, let's just keep that order going. Let's go over to Cliff.
Oh, I'm not muted. Huh. Good evening, ladies and gents. My name's Cliff. You can find me around and about on the interwebs, mostly on Instagram as the Vintage Self. You'll find me here on Saturdays when we do this thing, which is a wonderful thing with these wonderful people. And if I have the timing right, this Wednesday will be yet another episode of Toronto by Day, Tales from the Rookery, our Changing the Dreaming 20th anniversary ongoing amazing chronicle.
And next up would be Sarah. Vote for Sarah.
Vote
Oh,
for Sara.
hi. My name's Sarah. I play Jude. You can find me at MC Diabetes on Twitter. I'm a creative partner at Martlet Games. Go ahead and follow the Martlet Games Twitter as well. You'll find out all the stuff we're in, as well as all the stuff our friends are in. I'm here on Vancouver by Night tomorrow, Sunday, for D&D with Fandolin by Night, which is nominated with the Game Her Awards for top TTRPG campaign of the year. So please do that. Please also in honor of our great DM, S'more BC or AD. She does both, I think. Her is in top creative streamer of the year. And then, as you might have noticed, Steve said, I'm also nominated for a Game Her Award in the Rising Stars streaming category. So follow your heart. So many great candidates. So many good. So I encourage you to look, especially in terms of the charitable donation section. Please check that out. And thanks everybody. Really, really fantastic game. Had a fun time.
And Mike.
Mike, he, him played Mordecai. He, him, the majestic as F Sedite. And yeah, you can catch my pre and post COVID cosplay adventures at Canadian Captain America on Instagram, CDN Cap America on Twitter. You can catch me Tuesdays DMing my own game of 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons on this very channel, 6 p.m. PST, called Would Be Heroes. You can catch me tomorrow, Sunday, at 2 p.m. PST, playing in the Fandolin by Night game alongside Sara. Vote for Sara. And there may be some other stuff coming in down the line, but we'll talk about that soon.
And Prince.
Hello, everyone. I'm Prince, aka Doubles of Dice. Just you can find me around the internet, Twitch, Twitter, all that jazz. Find me at Doubles of Dice. See, well, following this show, you'll be running right into my show, Vampire the Masquerade Philly by Night, which will be raiding into from here. You can catch the stories of my players running into the Sabbat and how they are dealing with it.
Are they though?
Yeah. You can also find me over on my channel. This Sunday, I'll probably be streaming something. You'll see. Keep an eye on my Twitter for that. And then on Tuesday night, ooh, no, we won't be on for Hades High after this episode because this is our season finale. But do go to Table Goth on YouTube and or Twitch. Follow. Beg Bully for a season 2. We're working on see if we can pull together season 2. And then on Wednesday nights at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, catch me on Rolling These 20s as well for that would be rubber words. Trauma Team Chronicles. It is a Cyberpunk Red campaign where I play a rocker boy who is, well, he is struggling with dealing with the medical industry because it's not his game. He really just wants to go back to making music. But apparently right now he's planning his boss, who hates him and he hates her, birthday party. Yeah.
The things you have to do to pay the bills, right? Day job versus like being a rocker at night, right?
I've had a blast with this though. So this is a great game.
And last, but certainly not least, would be Joanna.
Hello, my name is Joanna. I was playing Abigail for you this evening, and you will find me on Twitter at Hyrule Gardener. You will find me on Wednesdays in that Changeling game playing Lara Applewood, the stealing, thieving Pisky. You will find me here on Saturdays, and vote for Sara Prime wherever I'm pointing. Oh, down, maybe up, over.
No.
Sara, vote for Sara, and vote for the other Sara, and vote for Fandolin. If your heart says to vote for them, then definitely vote for them. But please do vote, because there are a sore lack of women being recognized in the gaming industry, and we need to make sure that they are recognized for all their amazing talents. So please do go vote, and that's it for me. Oh, and thank you, Joe. We love you, Joe. Thank you for playing with us.
Yes.
So excited to finally get to play with you.
Thank you. Yes.
So awesome. Always is a joy.
Yeah.
That was very kind. Thank you.
It was
I'm not
amazing
anybody
meeting.
important.
It was amazing meeting you and gaming with you, sir.
Thank you.
And this guy right here, Storyteller Steve. You'll see all the links over there. Vote for Sara. Thank you once again for Joe. You are awesome as always to play with. And we are going to pop on over to see Prince in the Storyteller seat after a bit of a quick change.
It's magic.
Over on Rolling D's 20s. So everybody, and also I usually forget to say this, but I didn't last time. When we raid, make sure you click on the Rolling D's 20s underneath the video. That gives Rolling D's 20s the actual view. You definitely want to do that because they're awesome, and we are trying to get as many views and as many subs and as many butts for not only our own channel, but also for everybody in the family as well. So, we will be heading on over there, and thank you everybody for bits, subscriptions, everything like that. Thank you for viewing, and we will see you next week. Actually, we won't see you here next
No,
week.
we're on
Nope.
break.
We
Yeah,
will
on
be on
break.
break for 2 weeks, but I will see you next week on Adjacent.
Yay!
And-
Bye, everybody.
And
Bye-bye.
Tuesday. Bye, everybody. And...